It's hard to tell them get to pop up.
All right, I'm about to hit go.
Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to My Taste in Music Sucks, the podcast where every single week myself, Keith Miller, Christopher Icon sit down and we talk about music that, ironically enough, does not suck. Um, and
But if it
this week,
does, we warned you.
yeah, we did indeed. It's in the title, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Um, But this week, man, we got an album. It's a 7-song album. It's only 22 minutes long. It goes by pretty quick, but it is probably my favorite album that was released this year. It's by a
Ooh.
band from Vancouver, and it's Perspectives.
They're not
By the
Irish?
No, they're from Vancouver, so they're
Interesting.
sort of French. You know, they're
Wow.
French-ish. But yeah, dude, there's definitely if you thought this was an Irish band, I would not think you were wrong.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. But yeah, from Vancouver, British Columbia. It's Perspectives by the Moonlight Seekers. Um, so yeah, man, I think we should just dive into the album, dude, because I'm ready.
All right. This is your album. You said you've been obsessed with it. Why don't you go
Yeah.
ahead and start us off? What are you thinking? Let's get into that first track.
I mean, so yeah, the first track, Andy's Reflection, vocally, it's so good. There was this band from the late 80s and early 90s called I Love You, from Florida,
Hmm.
who I really liked that no one else has ever heard of. Uh, and Timo, the singer, his voice is really similar to the guy from I Love You. So when I
I
heard it,
think
I
like
was just like,
Human uses his website. She gets like a lot of clothes for really cheap.
"Oh, sure, yeah, 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 yeah."
Timu,
That's
right? Isn't
Timu. This is
uh
Timo. Timo.
oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Timo.
Casey's mom loves that Timu stuff too. Um, she's one of the people who uses Timo so much that it actually works.
Yep.
Because for most people, Timu doesn't work. But yeah,
So Timo is the singer for this
Timo.
band, the Moonlight Seekers. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Um, but yeah, I thought the mix is really good. All especially for an indie release, can hear every single instrument really clearly. Um, it's got kind of a 70s rock vibe, and the guitar outro is really cool. Um, and this kind of sets up what the Moonlight Seekers are all about, because this song is basically about a person who about their view of the world, and about how they see things and
Hmm.
how they kind of mirror everything that happens back at them. And it's kind of uh, a common thing, and they really do a lot of like talking about stuff that everyone can relate to, but with just amazing melodies and really good songwriting.
This is a
So
really like to me, before I get too heavy into it, it's a really
yeah,
street level album. It's
yeah,
got that feel that it's just it's what's going on. It's from the
mhm,
street. I kept picturing just not kind of hooligans, you know what I mean? Just kind
yeah,
of kids
yeah,
hanging out, not
yeah,
causing too much trouble, just kind of being hooligans.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, like, these guys, their whole thing is positive vibes. So the hooligan thing is interesting.
Well,
Um,
it's a vibe thing, and one of the songs
yeah,
we'll get into that a little bit better. Why my mind went there.
yeah, yeah.
You still
But
got anything about that first song?
I mean, just it was the first song that I heard by them, and it really, got me hooked right away. Um, I just think it's such a cool song. I wonder if Andy's a real guy, or if this was just
I feel like we all know Andy. Does that make
yeah, yeah,
sense?
yeah, yeah. He wants to hold his whole world just in his hand. He's
Yeah.
not looking for anything huge. He's just going through the day, living the race.
Yep.
And that's how he sees the world. Like, it's just, it's funny because I just started watching oh man, is Jason Segel miniseries.
Hmm.
I can't think of what it's called. It just came out on Netflix, but I guess it was on AMC in like 2008.
Oh,
And that's kind of what it's about. It's about, but it's about ordinary people who feel kind of stuck in their lives, and they get sent on this adventure and find out that there's more and more to the world than they could have ever imagined.
I
Um,
don't know where the quote comes from, but
yeah,
I've heard Rogan mention it on his podcast a couple times. He says that most men
yeah.
live a quiet life of desperation.
Oh yeah, that's in a couple different songs and stuff. Quiet Life of Desperation. That's a yeah. I mean, that's fair, dude.
That's that whole, I mean, I'm in it. That's that whole
Yeah,
blue collar
yeah.
grind. I'm not working at the factory because I want to,
Right, right, right.
working because I got to. Just,
And dude, and here's the thing now. Like, I mean, I'm 51, almost 52. I'm in the final quarter of my life if I'm lucky,
I feel you.
and I haven't done anything. You know,
We're working on it.
at least not anything that the dreams that I had, which I turned into goals. I never really reached them. I came close. I just never quite got there. You know.
You're not done yet.
Yeah, fair, fair.
So, um, just on the first song, again, I wrote, and I've been doing this a lot lately. I
Yeah,
wrote down that I was not ready for this. Like,
yeah,
I don't even, at this point, I didn't even know what this is. Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
hear ska, I hear
yeah.
punk,
Yep,
I hear Irish, and of course I put, why Irish? Big question mark. You
yeah,
answered that because I'm hearing stuff because they're
yeah,
from Vancouver.
yep. I think one of the coolest things about this band is how they sound familiar, but
Mm-hmm.
they're new. You know, like nothing that they're doing is like a reinvention of the wheel, but they're doing it in a way that sounds fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I just man, I can't say enough good things about Moonlight Seekers, especially once we get into the later parts of the album. Man, some of these songs just blow my mind, like legitimately. So
There was some interesting well, it goes right into the second song, I guess. It's
sure,
called How the
sure.
Story Goes.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of just cool and fun melody choices on that
Yeah,
song.
100%, dude.
I was starting
Uh,
to get a better feel for what we're doing here. It's like, okay,
yeah.
I get your guys' idea. Pick up what you're laying down, old hippie
Mhm.
slang. And then about a minute and 40 seconds in, it does this
The
thing that I've talked about that I like a lot,
yeah,
where everything else kind of quiets out
yeah,
and
and
just
you
the
get the
vocals.
yeah, the kind of distorted vocal when he does
And
that
then
too.
there was like a little, it's like a drum thing going on with those vocals. And I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, that's really cool. The
I
way
know, dude. Yeah.
it's just,
Especially for an independent band, for them to pull off these kind of tricks in the studio, that's man, yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
killer, dude.
just, it's a really neat. I'm just kind of catching that vibe right there, by the second song,
Yeah.
since the first one, the intro is not very long, right? And I was
Right,
like,
right.
okay, what? And then when it kicked in, I was startled a little.
Yeah.
That's how little I expected. I don't know what I was thinking, if I was thinking of a blues band or a rock
Right.
band,
Right.
but it wasn't this kind of melting pot of styles that I don't usually like. I don't
Yeah.
really like ska, punk, Irish drinking songs, any of that.
Right.
But the way they're doing it is so accessible and so pop.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I think that they take like some of their biggest influences seem to be 70s and 80s rock.
I heard a lot of 80s, a lot
Yeah.
of like right there kind of.
And then they mix in other things into the pot. But I
Mhm.
mean, I really think if you listen to the radio in the late 70s and early 80s, you get a feel for kind of what these guys are basing their stuff around.
Maybe.
That's what I get out of it. I mean,
I think it leans heavy arrangement wise toward the ska and punk movements. And
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
mean, I
just
can
his
hear.
voice.
Yeah, I could. I didn't really think about ska much, but I could definitely hear some punk, uh, especially in the rhythms.
Well, to me,
And
that's what it was. It was like ska beats and
yeah, that makes sense.
rhythms without the big trumpets and the
Right.
other added instruments.
Interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, this song is another song about, stuff that everybody deals with, everybody has written about. It's about a childhood with a
Yep.
father, and you don't necessarily see he's either abusive or neglectful. They don't really get, it sounds more like he just kind of pushed the kids aside.
Right.
Like he just kind of, like it talks about them standing in the corner and being stuck standing in the corner. But then but then he gets pushed out of the family and now he's stuck in the corner. Um, and the brothers can finally live their lives and achieve their dreams because they don't have this guy telling them they're
Right.
not good enough. So pretty universal lyrics, but again, just the way that they present them. Um,
Kind of
I
makes
thought,
me wonder a little bit, and I want to make sure I frame this right because we don't want
yeah,
to upset or offend anyone.
yeah,
But there's an energy that young men can grow
mhm,
up with if they don't have a dad.
sure,
Does that make sense? Or a bad dad? It like
yeah, yeah.
it's almost where that punk rebellion kind of comes from. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I can only speak for myself, right?
mhm.
And I did have a dad, a stepdad, for most of my childhood. He sucked though. And then my mom was very like protective without actually being there, if that makes sense. More
Yeah,
like
we've talked about it
nitpicky.
a bit.
You know what I mean? More
We
like
do.
very condescending and very like I was never going to be able to take care of myself.
Right.
Um, and I don't know, maybe my experience isn't all that unique.
Well,
Um,
I don't know if
because
unique is the right word for it, right?
yeah,
Because unique, it happened to you, and the way you react and learn and
right,
traumatize from it is
right,
unique to you. But
right.
situationally, I mean, we know tons of bad and or absent fathers and
Sure,
things like
sure.
that. So I was just kind of wondering with this kind of punky kind of yeah style, if it comes from something like that and
I
what the
mean, yeah,
I guess numbers would be.
right.
Just it seems like a psychological problem that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah,
And rock, especially like more aggressive punk style rock, seems like the perfect outlet and expression of that.
yeah, sure. It's funny because like you heard a completely different side of the band than I heard. Because I'm
Hmm.
gonna be like when I listen to this music, I hear like America and Firefall and Jerry Rafferty. Like that's what I hear. I hear like melodies and
Jerry Rafferty isn't
Baker Street.
no, I'm thinking of I'm drawing a complete blank. The guy from the two movies with the singing and the piano and the running through the fires, the second song off the second, Eddie and the Cruisers.
Oh yeah, right. No, that's John Cafferty.
Thank you.
Yeah, John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, baby.
Yep, I remembered the Beaver Brown Band, but not.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I hear that stuff. Like, so it's interesting that you picked up on like a punk rock side of it and like an aggressive side of it. Because I mean, there are some songs that are aggressive. This song is kind of aggressive.
Hmm.
Um, but I feel like the melodies are pure sugar. Like they just,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's so yeah. I mean, these melody lines are nuts, man. I love the bass in this song. I do like the fact that the energy picked up a little bit.
Is this the one where the bass comes in really? No, there's another one. We'll get
There's
to
a
that where
couple
the bass
really good
comes in.
bass tunes. There's a
Hmm.
later song where the bass is like the backbone of the whole freaking song. The last song,
Yeah.
the bass is like the whole song practically.
The
But
second song really builds on the first one,
yeah,
right?
yep, 100%.
And that's a good of course, we talk a lot about the musicianship and how good a lot of these players are.
Yeah,
If it's not being great actual players. It's definitely again a band that knows who they are
Yeah, yeah,
and they don't care. This is who they are. Love
yep,
it, leave it, whatever.
yeah. I mean, they definitely have a formula that you can hear in the first two songs. It's like an
Mhm.
outro, verse, a chorus that really gets you, and
Right,
then
but saying it has a formula is also like admitting that movies have a formula,
yeah, no,
right?
no, that's what I was
Opening
gonna
at
say. Like, but it just sounds so good that it doesn't matter. Is
yeah,
what I was gonna say. You know what I mean? Sure, like it follows a simple, strong song structure, but that's fine. Was
yeah.
what Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. It wasn't a
That's
criticism.
playing in the sandbox you're handed, right?
Yeah, they're a rock band, right? Yeah, hundred
That
percent.
leans toward the pop side, and pop songs are
Yep,
very verse, chorus, verse.
yep. Cool bridge,
So
then an outro.
the third song
My
is
favorite
where
song on the album.
you say it's the best song on the album?
It's my favorite one. I don't know if it's the best one, but it's my favorite one. But
I don't know
go
about
ahead.
picking the best song yet, in all
Yeah.
honesty.
I mean, it's my
But
favorite song. I don't. I mean, that's not. I don't. I'm not gonna
I
say it's
can
the
see
best one, but
why.
it's my favorite song on the album.
It's it's every for some reason it must be his vocal tone or whatever. I keep hearing this Irish thing.
Yeah. Well, he's
And
French, so I mean, he's got. He definitely has an accent. I've talked to him, and he has a pretty strong. He's French Canadian. He has a
right.
pretty strong French Canadian accent. So I mean, there is an accent there. Um.
And I could just vision this song everywhere. Like this is one of those pop songs that's going or should whatever get everywhere. You'll hear it on commercials, in
Yeah.
movies, in
Yeah.
soap operas. It's
Yeah.
just a pop song. If you
Yeah.
like pop songs, right?
I
I'm not
do. Yeah.
knocking pop songs. If that's your
Yeah.
jam, here you go. This is a
I'm.
perfectly.
To me, this song sounds like '80s power pop.
Could
Like
you give me a more specific example of?
Cheap Trick, the
Okay.
Cars,
Yes.
yeah, the
Yes.
Romantics.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like that, dude. It just
Who
yeah.
was the fix? One thing leads to another, that
Sure,
kind
sure.
of.
Yeah, you totally hear that in there too, man. Yeah, absolutely. Um and the lyric, just the lyric from the chorus, life flies by, I wonder why. I feel up front, then left behind. Faster than I. That is, oh,
That's
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Such,
the thing
yeah.
Creed did. Either they
Yeah.
might have done it on purpose, but that's the big, that's the arena
Yeah.
rock, that's the hey
Ooh.
everyone.
Oh, I love that chorus, man. The first time I heard that song, I was singing the chorus
Hmm.
all day. It's there, man. And the
Yeah.
drums are super good. I
Oh
love the
yes.
drums in this song. I love, like, that's a backbone of power pop, that driving drum beat. So
Yep.
yeah. And
It kind of in the power pop genre,
yeah.
it seems like drummers don't really get the credit they deserve because
Oh,
they're
for
not
sure.
doing anything real flashy, usually real
Right.
flashy.
Right.
But their timing in there is just, it's
Yeah, but
harder than we would think, right?
right. Bunny from Cheap Trick. I mean, if you talk to drummers, people are like, yeah, he's one of the best drummers of all time. But people don't really realize that. So
Right. Because of the way he plays.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is another universal theme. It's about adulthood. It's about, you're doing everything you need to do to be an adult, and but you're looking around at everybody else. And even though you've got everything that you need in place, it seems like these other people have their shit together, maybe just a little bit more,
Hmm.
and that's what the song's about. And that's another thing that everyone can freaking relate to, you know?
Yeah. I say all the time, I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever said it on here, but I always say that, I'm 47.
Yeah.
whatever you're supposed to be as an adult. But
Yeah.
if a little kid ran up to me in like a Walmart or crowded place and it said, "Excuse me, mister, I need an adult," I would say, "All right, little buddy, I will help you find one."
Right. I will help you find one. Oh man.
And
Oh, uh,
I do the things, right? We all do the things.
yeah,
We pay the bills, we go to the work, we do the things.
yeah.
But I don't know if it was what we imagined an adult would be like, but I
Right,
am not it.
right. It makes me wonder, like, sometimes I feel like the people who are actual adults are the people that I don't like.
Hmm.
The ones who I don't know how to
Are
put it.
very,
Yeah.
I don't want to say plain. I don't, because
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
different in their
yeah.
own
That's not
ways.
even really what I mean. I mean, like the
But
people
there's
who,
definitely a stereotype of person. Just, I
yeah.
don't know. I go to work, I do this with my kids and my wife, and I go to work and I do this. My hobbies are football,
Hmm.
is a very
Yeah,
Midwestern, just normal.
yeah.
I think Chad is the word they use for it, but they use that derogatory. That's not how I
Right,
mean.
right, right,
Just,
right, right.
and some of those people, like you were alluding to, I don't really fit
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm big. Be it ADHD or wrestling or creative, or my parents gave us the freedom we need. I'm a lot. And I
Yeah.
feel like those type of people, even though I get it and I ain't got nothing against them, they just don't vibe with me at all.
It was funny because I was waiting my whole life for people to start treating me like an adult. And
Mm,
to this day, people don't treat me like an adult. Little
mm-mm,
kids don't even treat me like an adult.
mm-mm.
Like they just don't. No one's I don't know if I've ever been treated like an adult other than the expectations.
Yeah.
But as far as the attitude that you give to an adult, I don't think anyone has ever really treated me like an adult.
I think it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Um, I've been in situations where I'm like, fine, you want an adult? I'll button everything
Yeah.
up. I'll
Yeah.
be freaking sociopath, psychopath, if that's what you want. Yes,
Mhm.
sir. No, sir. I will get this done.
Yeah.
And then it turns out they don't even like that.
Right.
Then
Right.
it's
Right.
like, why are you a psychopath? You're just like, get it done. Like, well, it's because you don't like it when I'm this.
Yeah.
So when I reflect you back at you, they're like, wait a
Oh yeah,
minute.
nobody likes that, dude. Nobody likes getting themselves. Nobody likes a mirror, man. That's not. Yeah, people don't dig that.
I do, kind of.
Yeah. Right.
So the fourth song, this is
Well,
funny. All right, so I'll try to
I,
do this in a fun little way.
okay. I
First, I
did want
wrote
to
the,
say real quick before we moved on. The
yep,
third song is called "Where Did the Hour Go." We didn't say the name of the song. I think we should make sure we do
kind of an
that.
appropriate title as we rambled on about everything else but the
But the
song.
song, yeah. But yeah, next
All right,
song.
so the fourth song is called Down the Road.
Yes, it is.
This is the song that had that really I really, really liked the start of it before the bass creeped in.
Hmm.
I also liked when the bass creeped in, but something cool happened while I was listening to that beginning.
Yeah.
Another song flashed through my head, and instead of just writing down what it was, I think I can say the lyric, and you're gonna get it.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So the lyric is, I don't think I can get the tone right, but it's, I met you on somebody's island.
Oh, Jungle Love.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
And I
you.
don't know why.
Interesting. I
I
mean,
heard
because
that
it's
little intro,
yeah,
and then my brain just imagine someone. I don't even really care for that song that much,
it's
but my
okay.
brain just went right there.
Yeah, right on. I mean,
But
so for me, that song, this song totally reminds me of "You Are the Woman" by Freefall or Firefall, whatever that band is called. I think it's Freefall. You are the woman that I always dreamed of. Firefall is the name of the band. So yeah, for me, I hear that song.
I get it. And it's
Um,
because, and it's not like a knock on the Moonlight Seekers at all. It's
yeah,
just that with this kind of open, accessible pop style, the way a good pop song hits all those familiar, I don't know, goalposts for, a
mm,
pop lover without stealing from well, they don't do anything from Steve Miller Band, but
Yeah,
without taking from any other pop band. And that's part of the thing that I thought these guys did really well. Because I
yeah.
would be like, oh man, that sounds familiar, but I couldn't put a pin
Right,
on it
right,
exactly.
right. Yeah, I mean, I really like this song. It's I like the harmonics that they do in the beginning with the guitar. It
Hmm.
sounds like kind of psychedelic. It sounds almost like a bird,
Yeah,
which is cool because it's a road trip song. That's all this song is about. It's about wanting to get out on the road, man, and travel. Um, but it
that's a
totally reminded me of like a 70s or 80s soft rock song, which I mean, I think we both kind of hit on that.
right.
So,
That
um,
desire to travel the road like that,
yeah,
kind of a universal thing, it seems
yeah,
like, and kind of especially with people that has done whatever, flirted with the wrestling industry, whatever,
yeah,
like us, it's kind of a double-edged sword because man, I've had great just on the road experiences.
yeah.
And I've also had miserable on the road experiences.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it for me going out on the road was about like how I felt physically when we left.
Right.
You know?
You're
Um,
going to something.
yeah,
You're in the great unknown. You're on the adventure, you know what I mean?
yep, yep,
As an adult, and I don't know, I still do things like that and go on these adventures,
yep,
but as far as on the road, I don't like it. It's okay when somebody else drives, but for me
yeah.
now, I don't have that get on the road and go. It's the other way around. It's like I don't want, and maybe if there was no people anywhere,
Yeah,
because I
just
still love
go. Huh?
windows down, music up,
Right,
cruising,
right.
but I don't know.
Yeah, I always as long as I could remember, I wanted to leave. Like it's just something in me. Like I never want to stay in one place for too long.
Oh, I love that idea of having a some kind of camper thing and just,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I could do it with just me and my dog, to be 100% honest.
yeah,
And
dude.
that's not knocking anybody else, right? It's
Sure.
just that idea of just go.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you meet, I don't know, if however you like these kind of adventures, if you find your people, great. Maybe you meet an amazing, to quote Fight Club, single serving friend.
Hmm.
You know, it's
Right,
just
sure.
that
Yeah,
ability to just go,
yeah,
see
yeah.
things, find things. That's what it is. It's not that I'm going somewhere or the idea is, oh, I'm going to take this house van, however you can word that, and go to California.
Right.
No, just
Right.
books, something to get comics. Probably have to be digital nowadays because of
Yeah,
storage. My dog, that would be, if I could just
yeah.
take 2 years and just buy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I
Impossible
always,
at my
I'm
age, but
so envious of like those van life people and stuff. I'm like, how do you do that? You know, how do
I have a
you?
friend that does it. Her and her,
Dude,
they might be married. I don't know, and it's working for her.
yeah, I
And
knew
she
a
has her
guy.
own.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she has her own set of mental things that kind of keep her
Right.
apart from society. Like she's
Okay.
not a bad person or nothing at all.
Sure.
It's just
Yeah.
like any of us that have stuff going on, we can be a lot.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this specific lifestyle just seems to be working for her. She's thriving. Her headspace seems to be getting better.
Okay. Right on, man.
And maybe it's just like you were saying or hinting at, it's just finding your thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
I
kind
used
of
to.
leads us really right into the next song.
What is the next song?
It's called Breathe.
Breathe, sure, yeah. I think Breathe is about anxiety.
I kind of thought so too.
Yeah,
Just,
it feels like it's about anxiety.
I felt like he was talking to me.
Right, right. It's
I was like, you're right.
definitely the least straightforward out of the lyrics.
Yep.
There's a lot more like imagery and metaphors that aren't. But I think at the end of the day, that song's about anxiety.
My
Um,
note for it is kind of funny.
yeah.
Just
What you
because
say?
you'll get it as soon as I say it too. This is like a positive, upbeat kind of U2. U2.
Okay.
If Bono wasn't, and then I just put Bono
Sure. Yeah. I
because
mean, I could hear it with the tribal drums because it's got kind of tribal drums, and it's got. I like the way this song builds because it starts out with just the guitar, and then there's a
mm,
little bit of strings, and then the bass joins in, and then the drums join in, and it all kind of like. But it never really explodes. It just kind of
yeah,
creates this it, for a song that I am almost positive is about anxiety. It's a pretty calming song, which I suppose is is cool. Um,
the way you deal with some of that anxiety, you just gotta
yeah, just
take a
breathe, man.
deep breath,
Yeah,
arrange your thoughts a little bit, just breathe.
yeah, absolutely.
And the U2 comparison was just if you took the I guess that would be mid 90s U2, their pop without whatever,
Like Zooropa era.
yeah, without
Okay.
the weight that I think Bono adds to U2. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It just
sure,
there's
sure.
something about that guy. I
Yeah,
don't it's just a good song, right? It
yeah,
had that kind of throwback kind of U2-ish sound, but not enough to where I was like, "Oh, they were trying to be U2." It was
yeah.
more like, "They did the U2 thing better than U2."
Nice. Yeah, see, I never really listened to you two all that much. I heard the
I
radio
didn't either.
stuff, but I didn't really
Yeah.
like it, you know? So I never
Well, I
really
mean, I
got
like Rattle
into
and
it.
Hum. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. I have friends who really, really loved you two, probably still do. But
I
to
don't, they're
me,
one of the bands that I don't get, right? I
yeah,
get Nickelback. I even get Taylor Swift, and I get how some of these bands get so big and popular and whatever.
right, right,
To me, um, I guess we'd call it sonically, right?
yeah,
Eh, They are nothing special.
right. Well, I mean, I think that what happened was you two, where the streets have no name,
Hmm.
REM, the one I love or whatever,
Yep.
and in excess, whatever they happen to be doing at that time.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're all kind of big on like college radio, and they were looking for one of those bands to be the breakout. And for whatever reason, the record labels decided at that moment it was going to be you too.
You know what? That's a perfect way to encapsulate part of my feelings for you too. It's
Yeah,
like they're bland, but the
yeah,
machine got behind them.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the
yeah.
machine told everybody Bono's the biggest rock star in the world and the best singer. And I'm like,
Right, right, right.
no. And I was
And
even
here,
on drugs back then, and no.
yeah, here's the thing, dude. Like if they had made "When the Streets Have No Name"
Yep.
and had been like, "Oh, that's a pretty song. It's got a cool little melody,"
Hmm.
maybe I'll check out some of their other stuff. And if I could have got into Bono's voice, because I don't like his voice.
I
Um,
only like it off of Rattle and Hum. I don't
yeah,
care for Joshua Tree or Acetone
right,
Baby.
right. Maybe they could have built something else, but I feel like they played that song 18 different times. Like
Right.
they kept rewriting the same damn songs.
That's a
And
pretty fair assessment.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. And like I said, I never really liked his voice. It's not for me.
Right. But I think if people listening
I like,
care for you too,
yeah,
listen to this song, Breathe.
yeah, for sure.
Again, the Moonlight Seekers, because
Yeah,
I think it does, like I said, does that U2 pop rock thing better than they do.
yeah, I can hear that. Like I
Or
said, I can hear the U2 elements, but I think there's,
I think those are more like what we would call pop elements, not
yeah,
necessarily singular to U2.
sure, sure, sure.
So we're already on the sixth song of the album. This thing
Yeah, man.
flies.
Yeah, Interference. Oh yeah, this is definitely the heaviest song on the album.
This song is a complete mind fuck to me
Yeah.
because, okay, this is going to be hard, but I'll try to explain it. It's
Okay.
like he's singing about the very song he is singing. Like the way it builds,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like the intent of his words,
Okay.
not just the words or the way you enunciate them out. Like the very intention of the word is being echoed in the music.
Interesting.
It was real. Like to me, I was just like, it's a perfect example of, I think, or at least how I envision that some singers can, all right, here's the song. I don't know who can do it.
Yeah.
Well, Timo, right? You said
Sure.
is his
Yeah,
name.
Timo, yeah.
It's like they said, here's the song, Timo. And he was like, I know what the song's about. I know what this, and it matches. It's just,
Right. And what the song is about the everyday things that fuck with you.
yep,
You know, the everyday things that get on your nerves, the everyday
yep,
things that keep you from focusing, the everyday things that just bother you.
yep.
Um, and it starts out with like this crazy blues slide, like it's just like whoa.
It
Um,
starts out again, he's singing about things that bother you. So
yeah,
the music is trying to make sounds
that
that
might bother.
reflect
Yeah,
sounds you would hear on the street and things that would
right,
bother you.
right, right,
It
right,
was
right.
just really neat.
Yeah,
And that's what, I said became kind of a messed with my mind because it was just a perfect example of not just cool wording, but
yeah,
how each and every word fit perfectly with the sound. It's like if that word had a sound, there it is.
that
It
would be
was
it. Yeah,
an example of these guys knowing who they are, what they are doing, and how to write together.
yeah. And I don't know if that's a cowbell or a woodblock, but there is either a cowbell or a woodblock playing through almost the whole song, just
Yeah,
chonking in the background, dude. It's like, man, and you can hear it the whole time. And I dug it, but it's interesting the sounds that they chose to put in this song. I thought it was really cool. This is the only song that has a guitar solo, like a legitimate actual guitar solo in it.
right.
So I thought that was cool. I love guitar solos, but you can tell how they were kind of trying to make it messy and loud, and and it worked. I mean, it's cool. They pulled it off. They did what
Yeah,
they set out to do, man. So
I agree completely.
yeah,
Completely. They're really good at crafting songs,
yeah, yep,
like the actual craft of a
yeah,
song, not just I'm going to plug my music in and there's an actual what you would consider a craft to
yeah.
constructing a good song. And these guys, it's just must be instinctive.
Right, right. I mean, and that's the craziest thing is like I said, for they're an independent band,
Hmm.
you know. They did this, they put this album together by playing gigs and you know fan support and their own personal money, whatever they had to do. Like they didn't have a record label behind this thing. I doubt they had,
Surprisingly,
a big name producer, and it's still, I mean, it still sounds so good, you know?
right. All it's going to take is for one of these guys that manage or produce bands like Our Lady Peace,
Yeah,
or there's a lot of them. No offense
yeah.
to them, but to hear this because they're going to go,
Dude,
oh, it's for
dude,
everyone.
if Where Did the Hour Go gets put on like Sirius XM somewhere.
Now,
You
throw it in
know?
the next. They don't really make serious kind of teen-ish, not preteen, college guy, college people dramas anymore. They just
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But this would fit perfectly in one of those, like a John Hughes
Oh, sure.
kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get the vibe of those movies. I
Yeah.
don't feel like they make those anymore.
Yeah, not really.
A
Not really.
modern version of Say Anything?
Yeah, I mean, I know sometimes people try, but I think part of the thing that people don't understand about those movies is how, I mean, Pretty in Pink had some sexual stuff.
Right.
Breakfast Club did. Say Anything did not. There was
But it
no,
was it was
but it was
sexual
sweet.
stuff
It was
appropriate. Yeah,
that's yeah,
that's
that's what I was getting to. It was sweet. I think too many of today's like teen romantic comedies try to be American Pie.
right.
And American Pie was cool for what it was, but it doesn't have the universal appeal of 16 Candles.
No, it always felt like a
You
gimmick
know?
to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, of course, there's this thing in wrestling, and you get it too, that's
yeah.
a huge gimmick to me, is Uso and his yeet.
Oh God,
I don't think people give a crap, in all honesty, about what Jey Uso is doing right now.
dude, wrestling is so weird now.
It's just yeet.
I
They
mean,
love
come on,
yeet,
like, yeah. I mean,
which again leads almost exactly into the next song
yeah.
called
Interfere.
What a Mess.
What a mess. Yeah, yeah,
And I caught the vibe of this song real quick. It's
yeah.
about that mob mentality
Right,
of
right.
how easy
Absolutely.
it is to go,
Yep. It's about how like a gathering can turn into a riot. You know.
yes,
Um.
whether it
I'm-
needs to or it shouldn't. I got
Right.
both versions or both feels. Like
Yeah.
sometimes that's got to happen, and other times it's bad when that happens. I kind of got both
Right, right, right. I
avenues.
felt like the song was about either Woodstock 98 or Firefest or a
Mhm.
combination of both. Like,
I had the way I imagine things,
yeah,
a kind of Woodstocky vibe of how that just should have been
yeah.
woo, but it
And,
fell apart.
and there's a line in there somewhere where they say we started out looking for peace and ended with a riot.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that totally, lines up with Woodstock.
Right.
So,
And
I,
then go
yeah.
ahead. No,
Oh, I
we'll
was just
talk
gonna
more about it.
say, if I had to make a guess, I would think this song is about Woodstock,
Hmm.
or at least the Woodstock
Situation.
'98 situation was an inspiration for it. Um,
Did you didn't get a chance to ask him by any chance? Oh, it probably wasn't
I
out
hadn't
yet.
heard this song yet. Yeah, when
Mhm.
we talked, I had only heard like two songs. He said he wants to come on the podcast once the album's out, and the album's out. So I'm actually thinking about calling him because I've been emailing his street team, and no one's been getting back to me.
Hmm.
So I might give him a call.
And then the album's over.
Then the album's over. 7 songs, 22 minutes in and out, dude.
Yeah, I'm listening,
But
right? I'm waiting for the next song, and then it's the first song, and I'm just like,
yeah, that was it, man.
what? It's over?
That was it.
And I was just like, all right, well, get in, get it done, get out.
Yeah, leave you wanting more, I guess, because
I actually
yeah,
wrote that down that I thought the album was just a little too short, man.
yeah,
And that's
yeah, I feel that.
ironic coming from me because
Yeah.
I don't usually like the styles and genres they chose to play in.
Okay.
And even I was like, no, what do you mean this is it?
Yeah, where's
Where's
the rest of the music? Yeah, yeah,
it's so weird that it gave me like that Irish, like
yeah. That's interesting.
hooligan kind of vibe, like movies like The Town or Four Brothers
Oh,
or Sleepers, if you've ever seen
yeah, I've seen
Sleepers.
all three of those movies. Yeah,
Yeah, but you
yeah,
know the genre, the that type of storytelling.
right, 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 right.
And maybe that's the point, right? I just heard the Irish because of his voice, but
Yeah,
with him being a very street level garage band sounding, not sounding, because garage bands are supposed to be raw and gritty,
right. Garage bands are like the Stooges, stuff like that. But the
like street level.
Troggs. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think that this album, like I said, this is my favorite album of the year, easily.
Hmm.
Um, and to me, it totally reminds me of my childhood. Like to me, I hear, like I said, I hear Firefall and Jerry Rafferty and America and the Romantics and Cheap Trick. That's what I hear when I listen to this thing. So it's interesting, like I said, that we picked up on two completely different sides of the music.
Yeah.
So because I feel like you could put this album out in 1978 and throw Word of the Hour Go on the radio, and people in 1978 would just think it was a really good song. They wouldn't be like, "Where did this thing from the future come from?" So I don't know. So
I don't know because for some reason the timing elements of ska are in there. And I
yeah, I
don't think
mean,
people in the 70s would know what to do with that kind of.
fair, but yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I didn't really, I can kind of hear the ska now that you've mentioned it, as far as like the downstrokes and the,
Mhm.
but I didn't really pick up on it when I first heard it. And I mean, honestly, there was Rocksteady in the '70s. I mean, there was
Mm,
stuff that where people, I mean, I Shot the Sheriff, you know,
right.
was around. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's just they're accessible. Again, we've said
Yeah,
that about well, we said it a lot about Jen Christie. It's just
absolutely. Yeah,
everybody should be hearing this. This is an everybody band.
it is. It is. I think you'll find something in there that you like, no matter what kind of music you listen to. It's kind of funny that they're being promoted as a modern rock, alternative rock band, because I feel like that's the furthest thing.
Yeah, they're a pop rock band.
Yeah, they're a pop rock band for sure. I think they're, a soft rock, pop rock, a little bit of power pop. I
Yeah.
think that's what they are. So
But
it's
they bring
interesting.
those other elements in with it that kind of makes it sound fresh, where I
Yeah.
think a lot of pop music is kind of derivative after a while.
Oh, for
But
sure.
the way they played with what I heard with like some punk elements and some ska elements and some
Yeah.
there was even a little bit of like hip hop fast
There
vocals.
was there was one song I forgot to write it down where it sounds almost like Timo's rapping.
Yeah,
He picks his voice up really fast.
yeah,
And I was like, huh, but I forgot to write it down.
I
Um,
know.
and it
I
was
do
just
the
for
same
like
thing.
it was just for a couple cadences. It wasn't for like
Hmm.
wasn't a long time. But yeah, he threw that in there, threw that in the mix, and I think that's part of why I like him so much. Like, there's elements of stuff that I really like. None of it really overwhelms the other ones.
Right.
Um,
So you're not gonna go like, I want to hear a great punk album. I'm gonna throw in the Moonlight Seekers because it's not a
yeah,
punk album. You're
yeah,
also
no,
not gonna go, I want to hear an upbeat ska album or any of those other influences and
right,
go to this. You're gonna go, no, these guys are their own
yeah.
thing.
If you just want to hear a good rock album with really cool melodies, and
Yep.
yeah, I mean that's what you're gonna do. And and an
Any.
album that builds organically, which I think is so cool.
Hmm.
The first two songs kind of get you there. Third and fourth song to me are the peaks, and then you go down a little bit, and then you get to the aggressive stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that we've talked about this before. Good albums take you on a journey.
Yep.
The fact that in 22 minutes these guys explored so many different emotions and so many different subjects, and it's just impressive to me.
Right.
Um, you know,
You brought up the time again.
yeah,
I would have liked to hear them play in the genres they were messing with a little bit more.
okay,
Like all these songs are boom, boom, boom. I would like to hear a little bit, I guess you'd call it experimentation. Stretch out
sure,
the songs a little bit longer.
yeah. I mean, I like that they're tight. I think
Yeah.
that that's what this band does.
Hmm.
I mean, if I want to hear Dream Theater, I'll listen to Dream Theater. You know,
Right.
that's not. I knew that that's what it wasn't what I was going to get going into it, because I had heard a couple of their songs and I had talked to Timo. Uh, but like I said, I mean, my favorite music probably is power pop. If I had to
Okay.
take a genre and just listen to one, if someone was like gun to my head, you can only listen to one kind of music for the rest of your life, I'd be like, well, I guess I'll listen to power pop, because it's
I
just,
guess you're gonna have to shoot me.
yeah, all right, well, fair, but I mean, it's heavy, but it's also sugary,
Yep.
and That's what I like. I don't like stuff that's excessively heavy. I don't like stuff that's excessively sweet. But if you put the two of them together,
Hmm.
that's what I want to listen to. So
That's a good saying it's sugary, I think is a good kind of metaphor, right?
yeah, yeah,
Because who doesn't every once in a while just I want something sweet,
yeah,
something just something sugary. This is that kind of album. If
yeah,
you're in the I want something kind of light, sugary mood, here you go.
yeah.
And it's only going to take 22 minutes of your day.
Right, right. Here's hoping the next time they could put out like a 12-song album or something. I mean,
Uh, there's so many questions there. Like,
yeah,
I wonder what made them decide to get in, get out. Let's go.
yeah. I don't know. See, I wonder. Like, I got a couple ideas. Like, obviously, these songs were part of a song cycle.
Hmm.
Like, they wrote them together, and they were probably like, this is our best batch of songs. You
Hmm.
know, um, and maybe they just wanted to get in and record their best batch of songs and get them out to people.
Right. Get
Um,
something you can sell at shows and stream. That way
right,
people
sure,
are
yeah. Buy
getting
from
to
their
them.
website. You
Yep.
know,
Yep. That makes sense.
yeah. Because and they do play a lot, dude. They're on the road, at least in Western Canada. Like they are out there playing shows every weekend, doing their thing. So,
This probably translates great live.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah,
Just for everyone.
yeah,
Everyone.
yeah. I
You
think.
could
So. I
put
mean,
them.
there's shout along choruses, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, you'll be freaking pumping your fists and yeah,
Yeah. That's a perfect way to if you like pop music, this is if you like U2, this is better.
yeah,
No, I'm sorry. You'll like this also. If
yeah,
you like I even heard a little bit of that kind of rockabilly swag in the
yeah,
bass.
yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely. There's one song. It might be. Is it Interference that has kind of the shuffle too? There's a lot going on in that song.
There's a
But
lot going on in every song,
fair, yeah.
but somehow it's not disjointing.
And dude, that's what I love about music now. Because for a long time, if you were that kind of a band, if you were a band with a lot of different influences and you were trying to meld them all together, you didn't have an audience.
No.
But now I can find a band like this. That's the best thing about streaming, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
um, that you can find bands like this. Because I
Yep.
never would have heard this on the radio.
Mm-mm.
You know, I never would have seen this on MTV when I was a kid. Whoa, I just pulled the phone down.
Because they would have been huge.
Yeah, yeah,
If this would have dropped in mid 90s,
yeah,
maybe close to early 2000s,
yeah.
forget it. Forget it. They'd have been the Beatles. Okay,
I hope
maybe
so.
not the Beatles.
That's a lot.
They could have
That is
been
a
you
lot.
too
They
without
could have
the
been you too.
extra stuff.
Yeah, fair, fair. I just, man, yeah. There's just something about this band. Um, even okay, so like an Australian rock type of vibe, like Midnight Oil,
Okay.
you know, that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
especially in some of the choruses, like very almost protest song without being a protest song.
Right.
You
That
know?
beat, that
Yeah, that you're right, right. The way that
drive.
you can shout it along, that you can chant
Mhm.
it, you know? Um, yeah,
And
I
it's kind
mean,
of funny. They wrote a song about this very phenomenon.
yeah, yeah,
Sure, it's the other side of it. Well, no, it's
yeah,
both sides of it, kind of.
yeah,
And that really, I really enjoyed just sitting in the soundscape they created.
yeah,
It was just, it was a nice little break from whatever was going on. Just a 20-minute, here we go. It ain't
no,
so bad. Here we
no,
go.
yeah.
Let's reset. Let's,
And I mean, 22 minutes with 7 songs. Pretty much every song is like 3 minutes and change. They're all like
yep,
perfect radio length.
yep.
They're, yeah. I mean, it just, They knew what they were doing. They put
Yeah.
together songs, you know. Like, okay, so there's a band who I really like called Bop Harvey,
Mm-hmm. I don't
and
know him, but
um, at their heart, I guess they're a ska band,
mm-hmm.
but they go off in so many different directions, and it's just like impossible to categorize them and impossible to really know what you're going to get next. And
Mm-hmm.
some of their songs are 3 minutes, and some of their songs are 7 minutes, and it's like, okay, you know. But for me personally, I prefer a presentation like this,
Really?
or in the other way. I mean, if you're going to make long songs, do like Sergeant Thunderhoof
Right.
and write 6 8 minute songs and call it an
Yeah.
album. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like, to go one way or the other, it's jarring to me to like hear, songs that are tight and songs that are in and out, and then a big long epic song, and then I don't know. That's just kind of
I guess it
jarring to me.
depends on the genre you're sitting in,
Yeah,
right?
sure. Yeah.
Because you kind of described what Tool does, but
Hmm.
not really.
Right, 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 right.
Maybe it's maybe that's what I was thinking is like I wanted to hear this band expand on their
Right.
sound a little bit because it was neat and you could tell that they're good at their instruments and they know again what genre they wanted to produce.
Yeah.
I just I don't think 22 minutes was enough.
It wasn't. Yeah, I feel like they should have thrown at least three more songs on here. You
I,
know, three more songs might have got it to a half hour.
45 minutes.
Yeah. I
That
don't even
seems
know
like
if
a
three more
good.
songs would have got it to a half hour.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not.
Man, maybe. Like 9 more minutes or 10 more minutes or so. They could have got it to a half hour with three more
Yeah.
songs.
But they know what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
a pop band.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
it's
funny because my favorite Tool songs are Hush
mm,
and Swamp Song.
okay.
And I feel like both of those songs are very compact and,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
um,
very straightforward. Not
yeah,
straightforward because they were always kind of experimental, but they're
yeah,
rock songs. They're as
yeah. And the
close as
melody is very clear in those songs. You know what I mean?
right.
So, yeah, those are my favorite songs by Tool. And it's
I
funny
like
because
most
they
of their
both
stuff.
say fuck,
Yeah.
which isn't, that's not why I like them, but both of those songs say fuck. And Tool doesn't curse a lot. So
Mm-mm.
it's interesting that those are my two favorite songs.
Well, whatever. A lot of bands you don't need to curse, right?
Yeah,
But sometimes you need the word fuck.
yeah, 100%, dude.
It's warranted. It fits whatever your situation is. It's just fuck or
Yeah, yeah,
fuck. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah,
the expression of it. They knew how to use it as an expression, not a
yeah,
vulgar term.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know Goldfinger?
Yeah,
So you know the song "Fuck L.A."
no,
Okay,
thankfully.
so yeah, Goldfinger has a song called "Fuck L.A."
Of
And
course they
during the
do.
breakdown of the song "Fuck L.A." he's like, "What are we, just some poser or something or other?" He's like, "I mean, how many times have I said fuck in this song?" And then he counts how many times and so tells you. It's funny, dude. So he like makes fun of himself
Yeah,
in the middle of the song, but it's kind of funny. And he's like, "And there's 13 more to go." It's just
that's
like,
funny.
yeah,
Doesn't take himself too seriously.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the only thing the guy from Goldfinger takes seriously is animal rights. I think all the rest of it is pretty much jokes.
Right.
But I feel like that dude would kill a human to protect an animal. Which, whatever.
I
Do your
mean,
thing. Do
we
your thing.
could we could start categorizing if we need to. What kind of animal are we talking about? Who's the human?
Yeah, yeah. I just know he's a big supporter of PETA and all that kind of stuff. Like he's
Yeah, yeah, I know what you
very,
mean.
yeah, yeah, very like, yeah. But good for him.
Yeah, yeah, do your thing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what else do you know? What else do you know about this band since you talked to?
I mean, dude, like when I talked to him, they had only had two songs out.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, and I knew he told when I was telling him what elements I like about the band, like the retro stuff and how they remind me of songs from my childhood. He was like, "Man, wait until the next song comes out."
Hmm.
He was like, "You're gonna love it." And he's like, "If you like the throwback side of our music, you're gonna love the next song." And it was "Where Did the Hour Go?"
Okay.
So he was absolutely right, dude.
Yeah.
He was totally right. Um, but yeah, I mean, he just
Are
it
they
seems
young
like they,
guys?
yeah, young guys who look kind of old, beards, long hair. They look like the Allman Brothers or something.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and they wear like hippie shirts and stuff.
What?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got kind of the wrong vibe off them, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
because
dude.
I see
Yeah.
the wheel over here and like this tarot card thing and a moon. So
Yep.
I don't get the visual vibe of this at all. Like,
Right. It's so funny because, like I said, their whole thing is, that they're pushing positivity. That's their
hmm
whole thing. They just want people to be happy and have a good time and be uplifting.
hmm
Um, and I think that's why some of their songs, like they want to deal with, like Breathe, they deal with
hmm
anxiety, but they're dealing with it in a way that, could help you.
Yes.
You're not going to sit in it. They're not one of those bands.
Right. Yeah.
And I love that about them, dude. I mean, and I like depressing music to an extent. I like, the
I was
world.
gonna bring up, was it, oh gosh, we just talked about a band, and
Oh,
I think it was Sloth, where I
yeah,
thought some
yeah,
of the lyrics were a little bit
too,
too on the
yeah,
depressing side, or however you want to
yeah,
word that.
yeah,
And this is the exact opposite. Even when he talked about anything that you would think would be depressing, it
right,
still wasn't.
right, absolutely, dude. And I mean, even What a Mess. I feel like that comes from the angle of, man, this was not a cool thing. Like it's not like they're like have a riot, tear everything apart. They're like, man, we went there for peace, and look at what happened.
Right.
Let's try
And
not
it's
to do
not
this again,
blaming
fellas.
that
Yeah,
song
not at
about
all.
there's no blame for anybody. He's just
Yeah,
saying, this is what happened.
yeah, yeah,
And it's so relatable. You'd go, I bet if I was there,
yep,
I'd be involved.
yeah,
Either way.
yep, yep. But yeah, I mean, he's Timo seemed like a really cool guy. Um, he was super happy to talk to somebody who actually dug the music, so that was
Yeah.
cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think they're just youngish dudes, probably in their late 20s, trying to freaking get out some positive music to the world and doing it in a really good way. Like they're
Yeah.
just, man, the music's so good. I can't emphasize. I mean, I know I've said my favorite album of this year, uh, but yeah, I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. Like I love this freaking album. So
I'll have to, um, as we're getting closer to the wrap up of the year, I'm gonna make
yeah,
myself a note. I'm gonna have to try to find my album of the year.
yeah, dude. Maybe next week or the week after that, we'll talk about like
Right. Because off the top of my head,
2025.
I got nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I got a couple albums that came out in 2025 that I really like. Manic Street Preachers came out with a new album this year, which was pretty good.
Wow. It's a name I
Yep.
haven't heard in a long time.
I know, right?
I thought there were just a lot of neat things going on with this
Yeah.
band.
I
Everything
agree.
they did was perfect.
Yeah.
It was exactly uh, what whatever they say, whatever they're presenting, it's perfect. It
Yeah.
I know who they are.
Yep. Yep. I think with them, what you see is what you get, man.
Mhm.
They're not trying to put on. That's the
Nope.
other thing that I got from talking to Timo. They're not trying to put on like a facade. They're not, this isn't an image. It's just some guys who like music, and playing some music that they think people will like
Right. And
and
at that
try to make people
age,
happy.
if they're not, I don't know, are they middle class people, great families? If
I really don't
that
know about
happens to be
that,
the
but yeah.
case, what
Yeah.
else would you sing about?
Right,
Street
right,
level
sure.
stuff.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm wondering like when their next batch of songs comes out because they've been on the road and stuff now, and they're gonna have the album out for a while, I would assume. I'm wondering if their next batch of songs is gonna be a little more bluesy and a little more like road weary because I could hear it going in that direction, you know,
Oh, really? I'd be interested to hear him pick up a little bit more, add a little bit of blues element, a little bit of that kind of
like Bob
guitar
Seger
work.
type stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would be neat.
that's my that's my feeling, you know. But I mean, I could be completely off base.
No, I could kind of see, at least structure wise, what you mean
Yeah,
from Turn the Page or
yep,
something like Night Moves, how
yeah,
it's,
Against the Wind,
yeah, it's a story and it's building and it's
right,
expressive and the tones and the words, which they already do.
right. And I feel like they write about what they know.
Hmm.
So I feel like if they get out on the road and start getting some road stories, that style will just creep into their songs,
Right.
you know?
And the more you play, the more you're gonna, the more you play, the more you're out there, you're gonna hear stuff. I don't know, but
Yeah.
they could play with any band to be like, man, I really, really, really liked that guitar work.
Right, 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 right,
And it
right.
could seep into the potential, or I don't know if you can call it potential because this album's really good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I
It's
think the potential behind this album is to find them a label. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? And get them some backing. I feel
Yeah,
like
this is the
that's what this
perfect
album could do because it's that
drop it
good.
off at Geffen or whoever does any of that
Right,
crap anymore.
right, or whatever's going on. Give it to, I don't know.
Fling it at Bono like a frisbee.
Whoosh. Bono can't catch it. He's 80. He's like, I can't reach it.
Mick Jagger would catch it.
Yeah, Mick Jagger's still out there rocking out.
Yeah.
Still out there rocking out. Dude, so I thought about something and it kind of relates to music, but it's about wrestling.
Okay.
Tell me if you think that this makes sense. You know what's going on with Saturday Night's Main Event, right?
With the
John,
Cena last.
John Cena's last match.
Yeah.
And you know John Cena's opening the show, right?
Uh-huh.
Because he said he wants the young talent to have their spotlight.
He's also going under.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah, of course he is.
He's too old school not to go out on his back.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But to me, that is the equivalent of like Kiss on the last date of their last tour, having the opening band close out the show.
Well, you got a different how to word this.
Yeah,
The way music shows are structured like that, of
yeah,
course your strongest headlining act is last because
right,
they're the ticket sellers. Whereas
right.
like a wrestling show, so many individual ticket sellers become a thing. So you could go, well, John Cena's not the champ, and
Yeah,
I think your champ should always be in the main event,
fair.
but he's still the
Wasn't tonight.
attraction. So why not just
Yeah,
out the gate? Let's give them what they
I
want.
I feel like the match is going to be okay. The celebration afterwards is going to be ridiculous.
There won't be a celebration afterward.
See, so yeah,
Not that night. Not that
right.
night. It
So
will be a beatdown.
there's either that or there's if there is no celebration, then John Cena just leaves. I think it's a weird thing. I think it should have gone on last,
Hmm.
but it's just weird to me. Like I said, it's like, and obviously Kiss is gonna blow away their opening act. You know what I mean?
Depends.
Like it's what they're gonna do. So why put them on first? I don't
Right.
know. And I mean, and I'm not saying there's not gonna be better matches than Cena and Gunther, but I think emotionally the crowd is gonna be spent afterwards. So I think
Right. It's like
it's a really
you
weird
got
thing to do.
Kiss in the main event, but you're letting Rush open the show.
Right.
It's
It
just like
doesn't make any sense.
they could have gone after their
Yeah.
Rush, but of
Yeah.
course, Kiss is Kiss. It's
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, to me, it's a weird way to set things up. And I thought about it in terms of music, and I was just like, if if people are going to be there to see John Cena's last match, that's what they're there for,
right.
you know. So I don't know. I
Or
think
maybe that's the point. Well,
yeah,
no, not for the WWE. I was going to say you hook them.
Yeah.
They see Cena's last match, and now they're there for the rest of the show.
Yeah, but you can get up and leave. You know, I mean, I don't
They
know.
could. They
Yeah,
won't, but
yeah, probably not. I don't know. I
I
just
just
think
see
it's a
what you mean,
weird.
though.
I just think it's a weird dynamic, and then I kind of thought about it in terms of music, and I was like, you know, doesn't make a
Okay,
lot of
so
sense.
with that thought in mind,
Yeah,
can you think of any albums that start out
with the best
with
track,
the strongest? Yeah,
man, I'd have to look. Like honestly,
I'm trying to think
not off the
like,
top of my head, but there probably is some.
what's the first song on Nevermind? Is it Nevermind?
Is it? What is the first song on Nevermind?
It's not Nevermind,
What?
actually. It's
Or Teen Spirit? Is it? Is it Love Myself Better Than You?
you.
On a plane? Is
I
it on a
on a
plane?
plane. No, on a plane. Ooh, maybe. I don't know, but I can't really think of.
Feel
Have you
like
ever seen
either
High
on a plane
Fidelity?
starts off one of the sides. I
Yeah, I'm
think.
looking it up.
Yeah,
Why did I
yeah.
use Spotify? Have you ever seen High Fidelity with?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay,
The
they
great
did that
John
little
Cusack.
thing. I wish I would have remembered so I could have looked up what his examples were, but best
Right.
because I can't think of off the top of my head any bands that the very, very first song is like the
The best song on the album. Yeah. I don't know, man. What was
a
the
lot
best
of
song
times
on?
it's the
Nope. It
no, it
smells
says
like Teen
Smells Like
Spirit.
Teen Spirit is
Yeah,
number one.
but it opens with Smells Like Teen Spirit, man.
Well, then there you go. That's the
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Sure. Is that the best song on the album? Maybe. Probably. I think.
Who's going to define best?
Yeah, because I think every song on that album is the best song on the album. I don't think any of the songs are really superior to the other ones. I think they all have their own
Maybe it's because
merits. You know?
Smells Like Teen Spirit was the spark.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Well, here's the thing too, though. Record companies, this is something that they do.
Mm-hmm.
You front load the first part of the album with singles.
Yep.
Um, and then the second half of the album is what would be B-sides or
Yeah, what the
whatever.
band wants to do. Well,
Yeah.
I think it comes from actually having records, right? Because you had two
Yep.
sides.
Yep.
So you wanted to get all your whatevers on
Yep.
that first side. That's the main side. That's the side everybody's going to throw in,
Right. Same with
throw on.
tapes. Yeah. Same with tapes. Like, they're gonna listen
Hmm.
to the first side of the tape. Like,
And maybe that's because, and that's kind of gone away with CDs because there's not that break now. You
and
don't
it's
have to
definitely
flip
gone
over.
away with streaming, you
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of, I can't name any really off the top of my head, but there are a lot of tapes that that first song on the second side is like a complete departure, or
Sure.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't make sense to not have that break in the middle. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah, definitely. It was like the beginning of a new journey, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Like you got a whole other side. The other side is gonna be something different, a lot of
Yeah.
time.
That's kind of interesting the way that I wonder how many bands thought like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that a lot of times too, the bands didn't have a ton to do with the sequencing. It'd be the producers and the record labels that would do the sequencing.
I'd be telling you to eat
So
a dick.
yeah, I mean, I feel you, dude.
Uh, no,
But
no. I will
maybe
tell
not with
you.
Operation Mindcrime.
I
You
will
know.
tell you what order they go in
Yeah.
because like groups like Rusty Ship, it's part of it. It's not
Right. Yeah,
I didn't
absolutely.
throw together these 11 songs or whatever. No, this one goes to that one, goes to that one, goes to
Right, right. I know that like there have been bands who were unhappy with how the producer or the label sequenced the album and then later on have re-released the album with their own sequencing.
Can you think of any examples where it
Ooh.
really changed and really made the album better?
Oh man.
I'm just curious if you
Yeah,
can't.
I can't, but I know I just heard about it happening to the other day, and that's why I was like, there was an interview, and the guy was like, I hated the sequencing, so when I got the rights to the album, I put it back out, but I can't even remember who it was that was talking about it.
Do you know the is it a myth? Who knows with the band Tool?
Yeah.
But do you know about the Holy Gift
Yeah.
version of Lateralis?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I should have wrote this down. Okay, evidently, and the band's never confirmed, so who knows?
Right.
But there's another cut, or
Okay.
somebody had flipped some songs around,
Okay.
and they still all fit together. And it
Interesting.
still makes a cohesive album,
Yeah.
but it's different in the way it tells the story as it goes through. I actually like it a lot. I've got it on, I don't know, MP3 somewhere.
Okay.
But that's kind of like sort of what you're saying, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hey, somebody did this.
Yeah.
I
And I
think that's a
mean,
neat
oh, go ahead.
concept. And I was
Yeah.
just wondering if you'd heard of any other bands that had kind of done that, where they say, well, now go listen to the album with track one and then five and then
Right. 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 Yeah. I don't know. And I'm trying to think because there's been albums that were released independently and then they were re-released with a different track listing.
well,
Ultimate Fake Book. Uh, I can't remember what Ultimate Fake Book's album is called.
I I don't know that band.
Oh, okay. They had a minor hit in the '90s called "Tell Me What You Want, I'll Be It."
Hmm.
It's like a pop punk song, but
Yeah.
they had put the album out first on like a small independent label,
Hmm.
and they liked that version better because they had more control over it. And when the major label took it, they rearranged the songs
Yeah.
and put it out as like a different, if you will, album. I think it's called "Today We'll Be Laughing" or "This Week Will Be Laughing Week." I think is what the album's called, or something along
It's
those
an
lines.
interesting title.
Yeah, but
Well, didn't Jen Christie, didn't she, there was something there with the album, like maybe the vinyl had a different
there
ending.
wasn't enough room on the vinyl to put the last track,
Right, right. And
so
we had really talked about how just adding that last track was
changed
the
the whole
perfect.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, adding it to the CD and to the streaming, completely changed the journey. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
If anybody listening knows any examples of either the Tool Holy Gift theory or the sequencing example that you're trying to make,
Yeah,
I'd like to hear it
yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. Like
because I would
because
definitely
I know
like
it's
to.
happened. Yeah.
If it's a band I like, I think I would enjoy. All right, let's listen to
Well, you know about "Let It Be," right?
Be Specific. Maybe
The
go ahead.
album, the album "Let It Be."
Right?
How the Beatles have never been happy with that album.
Mm-mm.
So, like, basically, they went in and they recorded the album,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then the record label gave it to Phil Spector,
Hmm.
and Phil Spector turned it into something that they did not like, and um, some of the tracks were live from when they did the rooftop performance, and
Yes.
some of them were studio. And I guess they didn't have as much of a hand in selecting the tracks and which ones got used as they had wanted.
Isn't that documentary
It's
basically
interesting.
about
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it shows. I've never sat down and watched it, but I was at the Rock
Oh,
and
it's
Roll Hall
really
of Fame.
interesting. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I want to
interesting.
see it. I just put it in the back of my brain somewhere and let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the Beatles were, especially later on in their career, they really started getting creative.
Yeah. 100%.
And some of it comes across weird as shit, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Sergeant Pepper's, Yellow Submarine,
Right, 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 right.
some of the stuff like I Am the Walrus.
Yeah. Yeah. All of the stuff that Ringo wrote. Something was going on with that dude.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. Something
yeah.
was going on with all those guys, really.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
John Lennon has become John Lennon, Paul
Right.
McCartney, as far as work and catalog, and look what he's
Man.
done.
Man. Dude, so I saw a live performance by Paul McCartney. It wasn't that old, like maybe
Hmm.
in like 2002 or three.
Hmm.
I mean, he would have been in his 70s at that time.
Yeah.
Still sounded so good. And it's just like, how?
Maybe
How are you
that's
still singing exactly the same as you did when you were 19? It's
you
just,
take care of your
yeah,
voice like an
yeah,
instrument.
yeah, fair. Because it's wild though. So many people can't, you know.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler does not sound like Steven Tyler.
Nope. I was
You
getting ready to
know?
point this out as an example. I heard one of the new Guns N' Roses songs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to say about it that
Uh,
wouldn't be considered a hot take.
it's that
Um,
good, huh?
no. My buddy sent it to me, right?
Yeah,
He's like, yo, check this out.
yeah,
I get 30 seconds in and I'm done.
yeah.
No, thank you. I do. No. Everything about it was a no from me. And of course, he was kind of harassing me. He's like, seriously? Because I like some Guns N' Roses, but I
Sure.
like November Rain and You Could Be Mine and the
Yeah,
big. And he
yeah,
was like, oh, this would fit perfectly on the Use Your Illusions album. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll go
right.
back and listen to the song. I get about 2 minutes in and no, thank you. I'm
No,
done.
thank you.
And it's because Axel, and to his credit, he is not trying to sound like he used to. He is
Yeah.
really using his voice where it's at. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, for sure.
But the song itself sounded like it wanted to be like November Rain or one of those big songs,
Okay.
but didn't have the dirt and the grit and the of Guns N'
Yeah,
Roses. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I'll
They
have to
had a
check them out.
not good.
Not good. I mean, I'm still gonna listen to them.
But you
I
know
didn't though.
how
That's the thing. Like, I didn't. I knew that they were out, and I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like this is anything I need to hear, but I might
I
as
said,
well give my opinion on it now.
I told my buddy I was okay never hearing that song again.
Right. I the new Bush album.
Oh
People
wow,
hate
I
that
haven't really
album.
given them a shot in years.
People hate the new Bush album. I thought it was okay, but
What
it's uh,
style?
so it sounds like Bush with a drum machine, I guess.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what people think. I didn't think it was bad. It could have been worse. I still Gavin Rosdale's voice is still really strong,
Yeah,
but
but it's
yeah, I mean it's not. It's definitely not the first three albums by any stretch. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So
But there comes a point, and Gavin Rosdale's doing it. Axel's definitely doing it. People like Robert Plant do it. They
yeah,
know what their voice is now, so they
yep,
don't try to be young them.
yeah, definitely,
Whereas
definitely.
Paul McCartney, for some reason, it's the same.
Yeah, dude, he's still got the same voice, man. Just like Bruce Springsteen. That dude still sings the same. Still got the same energy, the same tone, the same warmth. Like,
It
man,
depends on what era of Bruce Springsteen you like. Since I
yeah,
really, really, really dig Born in the USA,
yeah, sure. It's a great album.
I don't hear that voice anymore. And it's
Really?
because
You don't
he's
think he gets
older.
the grit out of it that he used to, or
He gets it a little bit more now.
yeah,
It's just vocally, especially like Downbound Train
yeah,
but that's just it happens, right? It's not a
yeah, of course, yeah,
there's a new documentary out about him that I'm just waiting to hit streaming.
yeah. I got to check it out,
I
dude.
like
I want to watch the Collective Soul documentary. Somebody
yeah,
needs.
you told me you really like those guys.
I love Collective Soul. Yeah,
I
great
have
band.
a cute life story about Collective Soul.
Okay, what's up?
Me and my mom really liked them. So
Okay,
she bought us, the CD. And it's just like, oh, I don't
yeah,
like them at all really much anymore. I did see them live a couple years back at
nice.
bunch of years back at Kings Island.
Okay,
They were good. They were good
yeah,
live.
sure.
They knew what they
Yeah,
were doing.
yeah. I mean, brothers. You know, I think if you're playing with your brother, that
Yeah.
definitely helps. That's a whole lifetime of freaking music. You know,
Do you know how they made that first album?
it was their demos.
Well, they weren't, none of them were in the same room. One guy
Yeah.
would record, send it to the other guy, and then he would record, send it to the other guy, and then he would
Okay.
record. And I thought that was really neat, especially back
Yeah.
then when I didn't know any better.
Well, I know Ed or Dean, which one of them is the singer? Whichever one of them is the singer. It was a demo that he put together to try to get a songwriting gig.
Okay.
and
So maybe
then
he sent it to next person and they
helped him.
spruced
Yeah,
it up or added.
yeah, yeah. It was his songwriting demo, and then Columbia or whoever it was like, "No, this is an album," and they freaking put it out. And
Was
he's always said that that's not the first album.
that what was that lead?
Shine.
Trying to think about. So catchy.
Oh, December.
Turn your head and
Yeah,
babe.
that's
Wasn't that
that's
the first
December.
single?
Well, that's their second album.
Huh?
That's their second album.
Okay, so what was the lead off the first album?
Shine. Whoa.
Yeah, Heaven Let You
Come
Burn.
and
Yeah,
let
yeah,
your
yeah,
light
yeah.
shine down. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
yeah,
believe I spaced that completely.
yeah. But I think it's Ed Roland who's the singer. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
What's it gonna do? Find you?
yeah, he said multiple times like that's not an album. It's just my songwriting demos. He didn't want to put it out, but the record label wanted to sign him, and they wanted to put it out right away, and they wanted the money or whatever, so they did
Right.
it.
That
But
might have explained why I didn't find it
it's
interesting.
definitely uneven, like the sound of it and stuff. But I mean, the songs are there. I think the songs are there. But
Right.
as far as he's concerned, the self-titled album, which is the one with December and The World I
Hmm.
Know and all that stuff, is the actual first Collective Soul album.
That makes more sense because it was definitely tighter,
Yeah, a million
more
times.
cohesive,
Yeah,
more creative, more
yeah. It sounded like the first album sounds like a lo-fi album. It sounds like something that someone recorded at their house,
right.
you know. Whereas that self-titled album, I mean, they obviously had great producers and were in a good studio.
Around when they came out, what
Yeah,
I don't know, knocked them out of the listening loop for me was this group called Brother Kane.
I love Brother King. Well, I love that first album.
You know that album?
Got No Shame.
Yeah.
The Road is a great freaking
Yeah. What's
song,
the other
man.
song off that album I like?
Was it a single? Because they had that single.
Yes, Hard Act to Follow.
Yes, that's the single. Yeah, thank you.
In
So
fact, on my
I have a promo copy of that song, and it has a extended version with well, it's called the Guitars Up Mix, is what it's called, but it's got
uh-huh.
some really cool piano intro and outro on it, and the guitars are punchier. It's such a killer song. Like to me, that's the definitive version. That version
They
of the song is so good.
they have an album coming out.
Do they? Good for
Yeah.
them. I think I saw that somewhere. You know what's funny about Brother Kane? Seed, their second album.
I've got a song. I was getting ready to go there. I was looking for it off of
Okay.
that I like. And Full Shine On.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Well, that album did better on the charts and sold more copies than the first one, but
Uh-huh.
not in upstate New York. I never heard anything off that album in upstate New York. So I didn't
No.
even really find out about that album until years later.
Yeah, they got an album coming out in April of
Like, yeah,
26. It
Damon
looks to be
Johnson's done
their
some things, dude. He's written for some people. I think he was in Thin Lizzy for a while.
Yeah, it
So
looks to be their first album in
a long time, right?
27 years.
Man, that's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's neat that you knew them. I don't even remember where I heard them. And those two
I
songs, Hard Act to Follow and
I saw Got No Shame on like Headbangers Ball.
Got No Shame, thank you. I heard it
Yeah.
on the radio
Okay.
in Seymour.
Got No Shame. Yeah, man, they're cool as hell. It sounded like the Black Crowes crossed with Aerosmith.
Yeah. I just
But
the
yeah.
other day, I don't know, I must have happened to be in a good mood or something, but Hard to Handle was on by the Black Crows, and I was
Oh,
just like,
nice.
I like this song.
Yeah, dude, the
It's
Black
got
Crowes are
swag.
genius. Dude.
I,
Yeah.
oh, they're a good band.
Yeah.
One of the neatest things I've seen them do, I was watching some live concert, and I don't remember what song they were playing of theirs, but it went into Hush, Hush, thought
Nice.
I
I Deep
heard you
Purple,
come.
man.
And I
Yep.
love that song anyway,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
just grooving with it. I loved it.
I mean, think about what the Black Crowes did, right? So in the very early 90s, just as like glam rock was getting glam metal, hard, hair metal, whatever you want to call it, was getting pushed away,
Right.
and this grunge, alternative, different, like introspective, unhappy rock
Yeah.
was coming in. They came out with a fucking album that was gospel influenced and blues influenced and sounded like a cross between the Stones and the Faces and sold millions of records.
And it had the perfect name for that album, Shake Your Money
Take your
Maker.
money maker, baby.
That
Yeah.
album's got swag, man. Twice
Yeah,
as
dude.
hard, Jealous Again.
Yeah. Yeah.
She Talks to
Seeing
Angels is
things.
overplayed, but
I love that song though. I mean,
oh, that song's fire. It's just overplayed.
it's about heroin addict. You know what I mean? That's the thing, and that is the funny thing. A song about a heroin addict to get overplayed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that says something about the song. You
Yeah,
know?
they're a great band.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
miss seeing
love
them live. They were here a couple years ago, and my buddy
a,
tried to get me to go with him, and
a
I don't
friend of
remember
mine
why I
saw him
couldn't.
live a few years back. I didn't have the money to go. I said a few years back. It was like I was a teenager.
Oh
But
no, this was. I mean, I've lived here now for 13 years, so it was
yeah,
definitely within the last 5 or 6.
right on. But yeah, man, the Black Crows, dude, they had something, you know.
Still
Yeah,
do. They're still doing
especially
things. They
yeah.
did a whole album with Jimmy Page,
I know they did. And a
and it's
tour. They went on tour
good.
with him. They
And
freaking
they mixed.
yeah.
You've heard it. I love it. They
Yeah.
mixed their songs with Zeppelin song. Oh man,
Yeah. It's good stuff, man.
yeah. And they jam live. They just draw
Yep.
it out and they jam. And yeah,
Yeah.
great band. Great band.
Yeah. That's one of the things about the Black Crows too, is like they if you want to go see a band that isn't just playing their songs, they're a band to see. Because
Yeah,
they turn their songs into completely different things, you know?
yeah. He doesn't. I mean, he still stays within the melody,
Yeah.
but he seems to know when to. Let's drag this out a little bit different. Let's
Right.
add just like a little bit, kind of improvisation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
great band.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, the Black Crows are special. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. There's just a lot going on, and we talk about it all the time in music, but
Yeah.
like the Moonlight Seekers being accessible for pop, if that's what you like. If you like the Black Crows, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a band out there, a younger band out there now that are like, yeah, well, we loved the Black Crows, but we added this to it.
Yeah. Dude, there's this band out. I think they're called Blue Stone.
The Blue,
Have you heard them? The Blue Stone?
the Blue Stones, I
The Blue
think.
Stones. Okay. And they're like, so they sound like a blues rock band with more pop than you would ever imagine a blues rock band would put into their
The
music.
Blue, I have one of their, yeah, the Blue Stones.
How cute. On the phone.
Uh,
I need help.
yeah, yeah. There's the album the song I have off of is called Black Holes. It's got like a
Oh, yeah.
guy
Yeah. Yeah.
in
That's a great
space.
song, dude. Yeah.
I'm looking to see what the song is, but oh, why is it not on? Anyway, yes, I have heard them. They're a neat little,
They are. They're very interesting.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Whatever they're, and it looks like a two-piece also, which is
Right. Yeah, that is weird. But that's a
yeah.
thing too now. Tons of two-piece bands.
Well, I mean, with technology, why not?
Yeah, for sure, dude. I saw a band called Jacob's Castle. It was Brad from Sublime's kid and a drummer
Hmm.
and a computer. And he played
I
guitar.
remember another band popped up there for a while with Brad from Sublime's son.
Well, he joined Sublime now. He's actually in Sublime, so
Oh, is that? I thought the guy from the Dirty Heads or whatever. Or is that
right, but
him?
not anymore. Yeah, the
Oh,
guy
okay.
Brad is the singer for Sublime now.
You want to hear
Not
me?
Brad, I mean Jacob.
You want to hear me piss off both our listeners?
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
don't like Sublime.
Man, but he can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot.
Yeah, no, he can't.
I like Sublime.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I get it, right? I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Fuck. It's funny that I don't like Sublime, but Tool covered
Date rape.
what?
Date rape.
Nope.
Lots of bands have covered date rape for some reason.
It was one of their singles.
Okay, so like a bigger tune.
Yeah.
Santeria.
I don't know.
Wrong way.
Yes.
What I got? Wrong way. Okay.
Because there's a line about a girl in there.
Yeah, Wrong Way is an interesting song.
Mm-hmm. I
There's
mean, talk about the wrong way to do things.
yeah, and there's some pedophilia going on in that song, which is interesting.
I've never noticed that.
Oh yeah, dude, the girl, the prostitute who he rescues from her parents and hooks up with is a child.
Damn.
Yeah, she's a child, dude.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff coming out now about Anthony Kiedis.
Yeah, man.
I'm not a big Chili Peppers fan, so
I
it's
love the
just
Chili
like,
Peppers.
yeah,
So
whatever.
I've got everything up to Stadium Arcadium.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got all their stuff. I have loved the Chili Peppers since I was a child.
I liked a couple things off of Blood Sugar Sex Magic,
Yeah,
and then after that, I haven't cared about a single thing they've done and
man. Yeah,
whatever.
however many years
In
that
fact, the
was.
exact opposite. I dislike most of it at a gut level.
Damn.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
dude, the Chili Peppers, there are people who hate them. They've always had, it's always been, but I feel like they were one of the last rock bands to really do something creative by like melding punk and funk and pop.
if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
Ryan likes fun conspiracy stuff. I
Okay.
think there is a CIA kind of connection theory behind the Chili Peppers too.
Something with his dad or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they were. I might even mentioned it before. Like they were kind of ran by the CIA.
Well,
I
that's
don't know
interesting.
exactly what that means,
Hmm.
but
Have you watched Last Frontier?
I don't think so. What is it?
Oh man, so dude, I can't really tell you. I can give you the fake premise,
Is that the
but
hole in the ground?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
But it's built on a bunch of conspiracies. But I can't really tell you what they are and whatnot.
All right. What's it
But I can
on?
give you the fake premise. So the premise that they tell you it is
Mhm.
there's this passenger plane full of prisoners.
You told me about this because
Oh,
the
okay, I did.
second season. No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. It's actually so here's the funny thing. It's not the second season. It's just the second half of the first season. I thought it was a whole new season, but it's not. Um, you should watch it though, dude. You will like it.
Yeah, I just looked it up on Amazon. They want me to buy it, so I'll have to find it
Oh, you
somewhere
gotta
else.
get Apple TV, dude.
I remember you because we talked about Yellow Jackets, and this tied into
Yeah.
that.
Right, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, I feel like Last Frontier is a show that you would like, man.
Yeah, I'll check it out
Yeah.
because I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what I did a little this time is I was like, well, okay, Ryan seems to like the conspiracy stuff. So I tried to find music
Mhm.
ones that we really hadn't talked about. Had have you heard of this theory that somebody purposely changed the tuning of modern music from 432 hertz to 440 hertz? Okay.
No.
So evidently the theory or however you want to go with that is the 432 hertz tuning was much better for humans, the way it like naturally vibrated with us and
Okay.
supposedly or whatever it had healing properties and soothing properties.
Yeah.
Then supposedly that giant first ballot Hall of Fame evil scientist dickbag Joseph Goebbels,
Okay.
yeah, that guy, the Nazi guy,
Right.
changed it to 440 because
Interesting.
440 is more upsetting. Like it's more disjointing to the person.
That is weird.
That's what I thought. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what are we talking about? And then evidently the 432 tuning or that number shows up like a whole bunch in sacred geometry, like
Okay.
432 Buddha statues in this famous Mount Meru or whatever. It's one of those temples that are mind blowing.
Okay.
But as I'm looking through this, of course, I think about how we're always talking about music and how it vibes with people. And it's just like, it seems like the rest of the world is kind of catching up to what can be done with music and sound and vibration. Because I've heard
Sure.
about using music therapy to help different
Yeah.
levels of insane people. And
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I was in the old mental institution, we had music
oh,
therapy.
I have a story too. Go right ahead.
Yeah. I mean, no, we just we had music therapy. They played us soft jazz.
Mm,
I mean, I don't know like how therapeutic it was, but yeah.
I have music related to mine too, actually.
Yeah.
I, whatever, had a thing,
Yeah.
and there's it's called Bella Vista. I don't know what you'd call it. I went in and stayed there, and whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember clearly in the mornings hearing, crap, it's you too, but Bullet the Blue Sky.
Interesting.
And that song, I think that song's awesome now. It's
Okay.
funny that we both kind of stayed at a thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, dude, the first one that I was ever in was actually a state hospital in Milwaukee.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was in there with like murderers and rapists and people who were really insane.
Did you just have like a stress break or something? Just,
Dude, I used to have anxiety that was out of control.
hmm.
Like,
Oh, no, I get it. This last
yeah,
couple of weeks for me has been
anxiety,
so high
anxiety that
anxiety.
was so bad that I was mentally ill,
Hmm.
like legitimately.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. And that's and yeah, and I
How
dealt
else
with
do you
it
deal
for a
with it?
really
Yeah.
long time. I dealt with it for a really, really long time. Um, but and my OCD contributed.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, I had some PTSD from my childhood and stuff, I
Yeah.
guess. So
It happens, man.
yeah, I mean, it's just part of life, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you want to figure it out, like, why am I like this? Those kind of places can be really helpful.
yeah. I mean, the place in Milwaukee was legitimately more to just keep dangerous people off the streets. It
Okay.
wasn't really to help you. Once they figured out that I wasn't dangerous, they kicked me out.
Right.
But then I ended up getting hospitalized again at a place that was actually there for care. So, and that's really what started me getting better.
I
Um,
met a girl while I was there.
that's,
I remember
I met a
sneaking.
girl while I was in the good one. But then when we got out, we were on completely different levels. She was actually like legitimately hot, and I
No,
was,
no,
and I was just the hottest person in the crazy in the the crazy hospital.
I don't remember that much about it, really.
Yeah.
Just her name. I think it was Karina. That
Okay.
stands out to me because I've not heard it before. She was actually, I think, from Rushville, which is weird. And that's
Yeah.
really all I remember other than the, kid stuff, sneaking away to sneak a kiss or anything like that.
Yeah, dude. So she was like, this girl's name was Julia,
Hmm.
and she really wanted to sneak away, and you know,
I
but
mean, we
she could
might have
never.
talked about it.
Yeah, but she could never figure out how to do it. I mean, they
Right.
watched us really close. Like sometimes we would sit on the couch and she would start like rubbing her foot up my leg and stuff, and they would be like, "Quit touching each other."
Yep, yep.
So like, yeah, I mean, so we really never got a chance to do anything besides that.
Right.
And
Which
then
is
once we got out, she was still very crazy, but
I
able to
have
hook
no
up with
idea,
people on her level. So
no idea whatever happened to that girl. No clue.
yeah,
Didn't have cell phones and stuff back then, so
right, sure, sure,
have fun with that.
yeah,
It's it's kind of interesting that we're talking about those kind of places where you go and they try to help you heal your trauma and whatever,
yeah, yeah,
but they are stopping one of the most healing, beautiful things that you can have, and that's that connection, right? I'm not going to say
Right.
love or whatever, but
Right.
still that human connection that
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely. It was a weird situation, man. Uh,
kind of.
I'm glad that I was there. I don't think I would have gotten better without it. But
I don't feel like I took it serious enough. I don't
really,
know.
I was in bad shape, dude. So I was kind of in a desperate position. So
I think I was just trying to deal with. I was 16.
oh, okay. See, I was an adult, dude. This wasn't even that long ago. I mean, this was like 15 years ago. So the last time I was in the hospital.
Get the help where you can.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I tell anytime I see a younger person say something about doing something with their mental health, I'm like, yes, do it.
You know what the thing is that I always recommend to people who are really, really, really going through it?
Mm-hmm.
I always recommend medicine because
Mm-hmm.
it's the only thing that helped me. I'm like,
Yep.
look, dude, if you have done therapy, if you have
Mm-hmm.
talked to everyone you can talk to, and you've tried
Mm-hmm.
everything you can and you're still not getting better, I know that it's scary, but you've got to use medicine.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
And it's scary as fuck. And those things have bad side effects. Some
Dude,
of
I
them.
wish I'd have done it
But medicine is what helps, dude.
years ago
Yeah. Yeah.
because there's so many situations like at work right now where it's it's probably my ADHD
Yeah.
that has somehow either gotten me in trouble or made it to where I didn't know there was any kind of trouble.
Right. Sure. 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 Sure.
And that kind of sucks
Yeah. Definitely.
because in my
Absolutely.
mind, I'm like, I was going and doing the effing thing.
Right.
So I was so whatever on the other side of that. But with the medicine, I've only been on it a couple months now. It's
Right.
really
It helps though,
bring,
right? It
yeah,
clarifies things, man. That you would, and you wouldn't think that that's what happens, but it really does. Like with me, anyway, it gave me a clarity that I didn't have before. You
it
know,
just gave me
it
a
didn't let my
focus.
brain. It didn't let my brain tell me the dumb shit anymore. You
It
know,
slowed my thinking and communication down enough to where now not only do I think faster than everyone else,
right,
now I can use it to my advantage.
right, right, right on.
And I just shut up and go to work.
Yeah,
That's what I've been
yeah,
doing for the last week and a half since they've given me so much bullshit. It was like, fine,
yeah.
you want the psychopath? That's what you're going to get. Now
Yeah,
everybody's going to complain. Why aren't you talking? Why do you always look? But mental
whatever,
health
dude.
is important. Music
It
ties
is.
into that too.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, dude. I just had to start taking Lipitor. I just took my second dose today.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of scary. I mean, but hopefully I'll be all right.
If you get any like superpowers, let me know.
I will. I
I'm
will,
tired
dude.
of being normal. I want to be like a supervillain.
So you know what's funny about that? COVID, right?
Hmm.
I got my COVID vaccine, the first one, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I picked the one that I picked. I picked it because it sounded like it would give me superpowers. I can't remember which one it was, but out of the three, I was like, well, that's the one that sounds like I might get some superpowers out of it.
That's
I
so
can't.
funny.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was though. Shit.
Um, I used to get you'll find this funny, I would assume. I used to get these injections in my back
Okay.
for some arthritis-y bullshit. Who cares? But
Yeah.
the very, very first time I go to do it, right, I'm sitting there on the gurney and they're gonna wheel me back. And then I don't remember if I just stopped or if I grabbed Jesse's arm and I'm like, don't whatever you do, don't let them make the super suit green.
That's amazing.
And it's just the
Oh,
thing, right? We had
yeah.
I don't remember how long the first Deadpool had been out, but since I'm obviously a huge fan, she took me to see it for I
Yeah.
think Valentine's Day. It's just a funny little I knew in that moment to quote
Yeah.
pop culture.
It's so good, dude. Oh
There's
man.
as well Okay, so speaking of like pop culture and music and all that, um, as I was looking through trying to find some fun conspiracies or stories about music, since the Moonlight Seekers only gave us 22 minutes of
They did only give us 22 minutes.
goodness,
Yes. Of pop bliss.
because, and it's winter, and I'm sure you saw this too, but
Yeah.
because people always ask how the roads are and not how the Mothman is, there's a whole music element, sound vibration element to that whole Mothman thing.
Oh, is
And I
there?
was like, really? And there was this guy, I don't know if he's the guy that wrote the book, which I read, or the movies, named Jim Keith, and he had this
Okay.
really cool theory that these big energy spike emotional things like concerts and mass, mob groupthink, like the Moonlight Seekers talked about,
Yeah,
that kind of thing, like attracts these interdimensional beings. And that's what the Mothman is. He's some kind of like
interesting.
vibration harmonic being because when he was around or whatever, how you want to word that, there was a sound, like
Okay,
a sound he supposedly made.
okay, interesting.
And I was just like, oh, wow, what a neat kind of connection with music and how it plays into everything.
Yeah,
And then I was thinking, are there any other songs about
right.
Mothman or other cryptids or Bigfoot other than Godzilla?
Okay.
Can't I couldn't think of any, but there's got to be, right?
Werewolves of London, except that's about lawyers.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah. Werewolves of London's about lawyers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was about Wolfman Jack, the
Nope.
famous.
No, it's about lawyers.
No shit.
Yeah.
Um, man,
Let me
I
think.
can't think of any off the top. I'm sure there is.
There's got to be. Well, don't. No, I was gonna say don't fear the Reaper, but that's not. He's not really encrypted.
Right, true.
Hmm. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, is Godzilla really encrypted?
Yeah, he's a giant mythological. Well, no, he's a fictional
It's kind of a kaiju.
kaiju.
Yeah, he's a kaiju. If you know,
There's got to be like a Chupacabra song or something.
there has to be. Chupacabra's the man. It's got to be songs about cryptids. There's songs about everything.
Right. Well, time travelers, we ask that, and the only one I've seen pop up was
Dude,
Power Man.
I made a whole list of time traveler songs,
What?
like a 50 song playlist on Spotify. I'll have to send it to you.
Remember a couple, so we can talk about it.
Oh man. Well, Iron Man, obviously. Um,
The problem for me with Iron Man is
yeah.
I'm a comic book nerd, so it's
So you
Iron Man.
think of Iron Man?
Yeah, I don't care
Yeah.
what they say. That song is about Tony Stark, Iron Man. They can shut up.
Well, Tony Stark traveled time for the
Yeah.
future of mankind.
It does say
Yeah,
travel.
no, yeah, it's about a time traveler. Yeah,
Good catch. Very
yeah, thanks,
good
man.
catch. All right.
Yeah, yeah, it's about a time traveler. I'll go ahead and look up the playlist real quick if I can find it. I mean,
All right.
yeah,
Well,
why not?
that'll lead me to what's the last bit of my notes here.
Okay.
As I was clicking around and reading about this Mothman thing, this other thing came up about um supposedly these old cathedrals and everything had these big, they had these big, or used to, many of them don't anymore, had these
Yeah.
giant church bells. And there's one of those theories, like Lost Civilization, whatever, that the reason they had those church bells in the first place and then took them down, about the David Icke lizard people, right? That whole we'll get there too if we want to. But
Okay.
evidently these big bells would kind of like cause them to shift out of whatever disguise or whatever human look they had. Like
Okay.
Venom, kind of.
Interesting.
And I was just like, wow, at first, what an out there theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, as we talk about the way music breaks down and vibrations through your body and everything, it kind of makes sense.
Right. Right.
And so you don't know about this whole theory that supposedly I don't know if they're supposed to be aliens or they came up from the ground. It really depends on which path you choose to follow back. But
Okay.
there's this guy named David Icke. He's one of these tinfoil hat guys
Okay.
who says there are lizard people. Like
Interesting.
legit, there's videos that aren't supposed to be edited, who knows, on YouTube where it
Right.
shows people supposedly shifting into.
And the lizard people?
Yeah, at
Oh,
first it
shit.
sounds crazy,
It
but
does sound crazy. Yeah.
if you know, God, I'm such a nerd. Do you know what Darren Kuyu is, that underground city they found?
No, there's an underground city full of
Yes,
lizard people?
ruins of, it's now basically just like cutouts, but
Okay.
it's this gigantic underground living thing. So I
Wow.
got to thinking, all right, say something happens out in the big world and you have to take your people, your tribe, whatever it is, and you have to get deep in the underground to survive.
Okay.
How long would you live underground before your eyes would adjust? Almost kind
Oh,
of like maybe what a lizard's is. And then
interesting.
your skin would kind of start to
Get rough.
harden.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen, unfortunately, really dirty homeless people that are so dirty their skin is almost
Yeah,
scaling?
sure. Yeah.
So if that happened, those people would have
Would you
had to
become a
eventually
lizard?
come out.
That's crazy, dude.
And if they're old, like old world old, what
Yeah.
technologies would they have that we don't? And could they have something that shifts them? Because I don't think genetically there's any way you could shift. I
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was sound or music that would reveal them, I was just like, huh,
It's
what a neat.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
just decided to look into it just because
yeah.
Ryan's always like, oh, talk about conspiracies. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have the receipts.
Right. So, time travel songs.
Yes, sir.
There's Iron Man. There's also Time Machine by Black Sabbath.
Okay, fair.
Caught Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden.
All right.
Time Traveler Blues by this band called Orange Goblin.
I know who
Great.
they are.
You know Orange Goblin?
Yep.
I found them by looking for Time Traveler songs. They are so freaking good, dude.
They're like,
Steppenwolf.
yeah,
But
yeah, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure I know exactly who they are. I think my
I
buddy
mean, they
Marcus.
sound like Monster Magnet, kind of.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. We're talking about the same band. Yeah.
sound like Monster Magnet. Yeah.
Yep.
Um. But yeah, there's that song. There's The Year 3000 by Busted, which was also covered by the Jonas Brothers. I mean, that's a time
Mm,
travel song.
fair.
Yep. MC Lars has a song called "I Built a Time Machine." That's really good. It's only a minute and 13 seconds long, but it's good. It's funny. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a few, dude. I'll send you the playlist. But there's actually ELO has an entire album about traveling through time. It's a concept album.
Okay.
So ELO, of course, ELO has an entire album about time travel.
Well, yeah, they were one of those bands that were doing expansive kind of same thing the Sticks did there for a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Except for it kind of
concept albums and stuff.
killed the Sticks.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what anybody actually wants to say about Mr. Roboto,
I
but
mean,
personally, I think that's a stupid song.
I like the album. I don't know, dude. It's so hard to think about it now because obviously, Domo arigato, Mister. It sounds like Devo. But if Devo wasn't singing cool stuff,
Right.
um, but I am the modern man. I got a secret. I don't know. The harmonies are really cool, and then
Oh yeah, it's a well put together song.
yeah,
It's
it's
just
tough, dude.
to
Because
me it's pure 80s stupid.
yeah, like I
Camp.
grew up on that song.
It's campy. It's not stupid. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
it's
just
just to me it's campy. I can't take it seriously.
And then at the end, when Tommy Shaw is like, I want to thank you. Like those are really good
That's
vocals,
right.
man.
That's where he came from. And
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah, Tommy Shaw was in Sticks. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were
Great.
he had Shaw and Blades there for a
Yeah.
while.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what he had Sticks, and
Hmm.
then he was in Damn Yankees with
Oh, wait.
Jack Blades.
So was everybody else.
Well, yeah, but Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw were in Damn Yankees together. And then
Yeah.
after Damn Yankees broke up, they did Shaw and Blades.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ted Nugent. What an interesting character that guy is.
Ted Nugent has one #1 hit, and it's a freaking Damn Yankees song.
Higher.
High enough, yeah. It was not Wang Dang Sweet Putang or Stranglehold or
I've
Cat
heard
Scratch
Tool cover
Fever.
Stranglehold. That's pretty interesting.
Stranglehold's a great song, dude.
It really is.
Yeah.
He's
That's the
a
thing about Ted Nugent. Like, the guy is clearly a cock, but
it depends on
great guitar player, you know?
he's just every redneck we know.
Fair.
He's not
Fair.
afraid to he's
Yeah.
not afraid of his opinion.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, f you.
Yeah.
And that definitely makes him come across abrasive,
Yeah.
brash.
I saw an interview with him where he was like, if you don't agree with my politics, that's fine. That's totally up to you. And he was like, but if you don't listen to my music because you don't agree with my politics, well, then you're missing out because my music is great.
Yep. He's a heck of a guitar player.
I was like, holy crap. But he's right. I mean, dude,
Mhm.
his music is great. Yeah, Stranglehold is an amazing song. Cat Scratch Fever is a great freaking song. You know, if you know,
There's so many of those big almost caricatures.
yeah,
Especially that came from, if you think about it, that generation, right? Because you got all of Kiss,
yeah,
especially Gene Simmons. I mean,
right.
is there a bigger douchebag character?
See, here's the thing. Like, if I met Gene Simmons and he was nice to me, I would be disappointed. Like, I would want Gene Simmons to be a douchebag
And see, the thing is,
because I think
to
he's a
me,
douchebag.
if he talked shit to me, I'd be like, what are you gonna do? Shut the fuck up.
Fair.
I'm Gene. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm Gene Simmons. Yeah. And I think you suck. I don't care.
Well, you know, when I met Ric Flair, um, it was at the Syracuse Fairgrounds, and I was like 14 or 15.
Hmm.
Sting was wrestling Great Muta.
You've seen the Great Muta live? I hate
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, saw Sting and Muta. And
That's awesome.
and Ric Flair said, did this with his hand too. Can you move out of my way? Trying to watch Sting wrestle.
But you get it now.
And I was like, sure. And I just
Yeah.
moved. You know, I just moved.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, I just moved. I was like, okay, right on, man.
Right. Yeah. Do you think? I understand.
Because it was weird because I guess they didn't have a monitor in the back. They must not have. So everyone who came out who wanted to see a match or whatever, there was like an archway that looked straight at the ring, but it
Mhm.
was in the middle of the bleachers. So every time a wrestler came out to watch a match, we all fucking saw him.
Right.
And we were like, holy crap. Ah! You know?
Well, everybody knew back then that Sting was the man. We just didn't know as fans yet.
I think I knew
because-
that Muta was the man. But
Oh yeah, I loved Muta from those days. From him showing up on, was it WCW then, or is it still
oh yeah,
NWA?
WCW or NWA. It was still NWA, but
Yeah.
yeah. So here's my thing about Sting. I mean, this is not a wrestling podcast, but welcome to the wrestling portion of the podcast.
I could tie it into music if you want. But go
Hottest
ahead.
take. This is the hottest take. Sting had good matches with Ric Flair. Sting had good matches with Muta. Can you think of any other people that Sting had good matches with?
Everyone.
I mean, okay, that's your opinion.
He's
I don't think Sting was good.
technically sound. He
Oh,
could work the crowd.
oh,
He entertained,
oof.
and
I
then
mean,
the
he did
Crow
that.
Sting. Come on,
Dude,
the
I
Crow
did
Sting
not.
ruled. I don't care.
He didn't have any good matches when he was the Crow. Every match
Well,
he had
no,
with the
because
Crow
they
was
did a
bad.
whole year. They did a whole year of build up,
Right, and then he had bad matches with Hulk Hogan and bad
Well-
matches with Bret Hart. You know
well,
what I mean? Like, I'm just
you're talking about Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart. I mean, kind of fuck
Yeah.
both those guys.
I just never thought Sting was good.
Fair enough. It
It's never.
ties in with music, you say
Yeah.
there's guys like that we both are like that for Bono. We're just like, yeah, whatever, give
Yeah,
him all his
Bono.
flowers, but
Yeah. Yeah. I never got. I mean, I feel like if he hadn't wrestled Ric Flair and Muda like super early,
mhm.
he never would have become what he became. I think
I,
those series are what made Sting Sting. Because I think
right.
after that, his matches were all either mediocre or bad. That's
Fair
just my
enough.
opinion. It's my opinion. Yeah, but
I guess I was big enough of a fan back then that I wasn't
fair.
noticing
Yeah, yeah.
how Matt.
And dude, I loved Sting back then. Like I dressed as Sting for Halloween.
Hmm.
But what got me
Which
was,
version?
oh, I mean, I made it myself. So,
Okay, but no,
but
I mean, was it like
it
flat
was.
top
Oh
Sting?
yeah, yeah, flat top Sting. Yeah, I got the freaking. It was. I don't even think he. I think he was still in the UWF.
Oh wow,
Honestly, yeah.
Dingo Warriors and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Blade Runners, Blade
I had
Runners.
like a pair of pajamas that were like bright yellow neon,
Uh-huh.
and they had a white cuff on the bottom that was really tight, and a white cuff on the waist that was really tight. And I was like, those are just like Sting's trunks. So I drew a scorpion on one side and a Sting wrote Sting on the other. So he couldn't have still been in the UWF, but it wasn't too much later because he was still wearing pretty plain shit. It
Yeah.
wasn't when he, and and yeah, and I put makeup on and dyed my hair blonde and gave myself a crew cut,
It's
spiked it
interesting
up.
how
Yeah.
people you can whatever dress up as cosplay as wrestlers,
Yeah.
but there isn't too many musicians that you can really do that with. There are a
I was
few.
I was Gene Simmons for Halloween one year.
Any of those guys. I was
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury I mean, I did the white tank top and the mustache for
Nice. Nice.
a New Era show because Nikki
Right.
comes out to Killer Queen.
Oh, cool.
So I went out with the microphone first and acted like I was singing her to the ring as Freddie Mercury.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I mean
Uh,
there's Michael Jackson. People do Michael Jackson.
yeah. Well, he's got a interesting history, really,
Yeah.
because some of the songs he was doing, taking advantage of MTV,
Right.
were the videos he would make were like
So
epic.
visual. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
do
Beat
you
It,
rem- do you remember when Thriller came out?
Thriller, thank you. Yes.
It was a 15-minute movie.
Yeah.
And people like I had a watch party at my house. And all my friends came over and we got popcorn and we watched
Mhm.
Thriller the night it premiered on Friday Night Videos.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, dude. We were all stayed up, watched Thriller.
Where do you land on MJ? Like,
I love his music, dude. I love Michael Jackson.
there is, of course, a lot
And
of people lean toward he was at least messed up in the head, traumatized enough to
sure.
think he was young and be into
Yeah,
young.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
There's another side to that, which here you go, Ryan, you'll appreciate that they say isn't real at all.
Okay.
Michael Jackson was trying to do things that the record label and stuff was having none of.
Okay.
So they tried to crush him to get control of all of his music.
Wow, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I think, right?
Right, right, right.
But
I'm definitely
there's
not in the Cat Williams court.
I'm
But,
not what
well,
Cat Williams said.
Cat Williams said that if somebody says something about you for years and so many people say it,
Mhm.
then it's true. That's what Cat Williams said.
Okay, remember the Richard Gere gerbil story?
Right. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that. I
Well,
think that rumors can grow and have a life of their own, especially if someone's famous.
there's two, right, but there's actually it's two different things. A rumor is a rumor. Like
Right.
MJ had to go defend
Right.
himself, and plus
Yeah.
to
And
me
that's a lot
settling out
more.
of court,
Mm-hmm.
either they were just saying we knew that they just wanted to pay off and MJ had all the money, so it was like screw
Right.
them, give them their
Right.
money and they'll shut up.
Right. I
But
mean, oh, go ahead.
me, I would be like, no, sir. I know
Yeah.
I'm innocent. We're gonna drag this out into court. We're
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna make sure everybody else knows I'm innocent also.
Right. So I saw an interview with him right after the whole thing happened, with like Barbara Walters or somebody like
Hmm.
that. I can't remember exactly who. But he said that, they took pictures. He was like, they took pictures of my penis.
Hmm.
And he was like, and if I had gone to court, they would have showed them to everyone. And he
Hmm.
was like, and I was so humiliated just from them
Hmm.
taking the pictures. I didn't want them to show that to the world. He was like, rather than put myself through that pain, I had enough
Right.
money that I could just take care of it.
Plus, you got to remember that he was not a normal,
Right.
no chance. He was
Yeah.
a god on earth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't go into a state without people finding him. That guy could
Right.
go nowhere. There was
Right.
nothing other than Elvis, there was nothing like it.
Yeah.
The singular thing, especially, I mean, now you get rock stars and stuff now, but like
Right.
other than Elvis, who else was ever bigger, more popular, more known, more than Michael
Yeah,
Jackson?
Beatles. It's
I
Elvis,
think,
the Beatles, and Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's it.
that's a fair
That's it.
progression too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, dude. Aside
Man,
from the three of them, you
MJ
know,
had some bangers too.
dude.
Bangers.
Yeah. Yeah. Thriller was a great freaking album. But even before that, Off the Wall's a great album. I loved
Yep.
Off the Wall before I knew Thriller.
Billie Jean, that song just kind of,
Yeah.
it's classic.
Yeah.
Dirty
Yeah. Oh,
Diana.
yep. Which was later. That
Yeah.
was
I love that guitar work in that song.
Steve Stevens, baby. We
Yep.
talked
We
about this
talked about,
already.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
Remember the video for Smooth Criminal?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That might be well, I don't know, that or Dirty Diana, but until Alien Ant Farm covered it, I have
Yeah.
this rearrangement
Uh-huh.
of Smooth Criminal in my head.
Okay.
But then they covered it and I was just like,
Now,
whatever.
my favorite Michael Jackson song is Human Nature because I've
Mm.
always gravitated towards like the more emotional. So
He really took advantage of, and I don't know if it was him or his team or
yeah,
anything like
Quincy
that.
Jones, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You- there's another one of those guys that are kind of in the dark side of the music industry. Quincy Jones.
Yeah,
That weird, it's probably a power thing, right?
right.
A power and control thing. Can you imagine you're the actual control and power behind
Of
Michael
all these,
Jackson?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Quincy Jones, I mean, the dude created We Are the World.
Yeah.
He got together all of those famous people to do what he wanted. How fucking crazy is that?
Can you even get to that point without being insane?
No, dude. I know you got to be ruthless at the very least.
Right.
So here's my thing. I could be wrong about this. I feel like you either have to be ruthless or you have to be very kind. It's one or
Man,
the other.
I'm telling you, being nice and being kind, it doesn't get you anywhere in life, it seems like.
See, I disagree. I think that if you treat the right people the right way, they will remember how you treated them, and then when it's time for them to help you, they will help you too. But it's easier to just be a dick and just, especially if you have talent. It's
Right. Yeah.
easier to just be a dick and just step on people and push people down.
Mm.
But then those people always end up falling in some way or another for the most part.
Right. The psychopath.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
maybe
But
the real trick is to know to have that in you,
yeah,
but to know,
when to use it.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, let's see these different memes or whatever and I've always kind of felt it too, is however you want to word it, let's not get confused. I might be an okay person now.
Yeah.
That's now.
Right.
That other, it's still in here somewhere. And I
Yeah. I
guess the
mean,
key is to know when that kind of personality trait is needed. Is
yeah. So here's the thing about me, right? I when I was younger, and this is, I mean, like the classic definition of a
Mhm.
narcissist. I was very narcissistic,
I faked it, man.
dude. I think we talked about this, right?
Yeah,
But
a bunch.
yeah. I was extremely narcissistic, and a lot of that is still in me. But that's really what made me an asshole. Like
Mhm.
my lack of empathy,
Yeah.
my lack of being able to relate to other humans is what made me an asshole. I didn't walk around like being a douche to people on purpose or like
Right.
treating people badly. I just didn't care.
Yeah. So when
You know?
people were like, "Oh, I'm this or that," you're like, "I don't care."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Dude, that sucks. Take care of it."
Yeah.
You
Good
know what
luck.
I mean? Yeah. And I'm a lot more sympathetic to people now. Like I've worked on myself and I've worked really, really hard to accept different viewpoints and see things different ways and try to like understand where people are coming from. And I
Yeah.
think
Well, I
I'm,
get all of that too,
yeah,
but I am definitely not more sympathetic. I
yeah,
see, um, you see these commercials about starving people and whatever, and
yeah,
I don't care.
yeah,
I don't. But
yeah.
the way I've worked that out is it's not that I don't care or whatever. It's just that I don't have time or energy for a stranger.
Feel you. I feel you.
I just don't. My friends, hopefully, I'm giving all the best of everything
Yeah.
to.
Right,
So,
right. And I'm still like that a
Strange
lot.
Bob, I don't care.
Like I'm still like that a lot. Like it's obviously like me and my family, then the people who I'm close to, and then the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah, no, I get
I
it.
hear about an injustice, it bothers me now where it wouldn't have bothered me before.
Yeah, yeah,
You
definitely. It's
know?
definitely an injustice. I don't know if that's an ADHD thing or a personal thing. When something's not fair to
Yeah,
someone,
yeah.
it drives me nuts.
See, and I don't have a concept of fair.
What do you mean?
I don't feel like fairness exists.
I do.
Right.
Um,
And lots of people do. I think I'm definitely in the anomaly,
I think
like
it's situational.
but there are people who, okay, so let's just this is an example from real life, but I'm gonna try to keep it as vague as possible.
Right.
So let's say there's someone who has a job
Mm-hmm.
and they have paid time off
Mm-hmm.
and they ask their boss if they can use their paid time off.
Uh-huh.
Like and their boss says no and don't ask
Right.
again. And then the end of the year comes and you're supposed to be able to cash in your paid time off
Uh-huh.
and the boss does not offer them that option.
Right.
Some people would say that's not fair.
It's not. Well, it depends. Is it in the rules?
Yeah,
Then you don't get to, and this is my problem where I
yeah,
work now. You
right.
don't get to stand on, we do this and we do that, and if you don't actually do it. That's
See,
what I mean by unfair. You don't
right.
get to say, we appreciate all our employees like family, and then you don't really.
See, but you know how I look at that? People suck.
Yeah.
People do unpredictable shit.
Yep.
People do whatever they want. So
Yep.
there's no such thing as fair. Like that's how I look at it.
Maybe for me, it's do what you say.
No, I feel you, dude. But the thing is, you know how often that doesn't happen?
Yeah.
You
Oh, all the
know?
time in this
Yeah,
corporate, I don't fit.
yeah,
Corporate speak, corporate, I ain't got time for all that, man.
yeah,
That
yeah.
fake.
I don't actually believe in fairness. I think that people who are looking for fairness in the world are probably pretty unhappy, you know? Like, because
No,
man,
yeah,
there's, you
I
know,
think I get what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. I mean, I believe in fairness as a concept. I
Right.
just don't believe in like pointing it out. When I say injustice, I just mean like things that I believe. Like I think that if a mother doesn't feed her child and puts her child in a closet and her child dies,
Mm-hmm.
that is an
Yep.
injustice. Not because it's not fair, but because it's such a fucked up thing that you just did.
Right.
I just don't look at fair and not fair. I just don't. I feel like it's a waste of time and it's not real. So
Yeah, yeah, I kind of get that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just yeah. But yeah, that's I mean that's just how I am, dude. And the thing is too, I don't expectations. I don't have any because that's just another thing that leads to. I don't even expect to get paid next Wednesday. If I get paid, hell yeah,
Really?
yeah, dude. Because you can't,
Yeah, you can. I
dude. I have
if
had
I've
jobs.
agreed
Yeah,
to show up to your place and
right.
do what you ask me to do,
Yeah,
I expect you to hold up your end of it. I
yeah.
know
I
they're not
don't.
going to, and it
Right.
always gets me every time. But
Yeah.
I'm like,
See,
how hard is it
that's why.
to,
That's
I don't
why.
know.
See, I have no expectations because things don't always happen like they're supposed to, or
Yeah, that's true.
and supposed to. You know what I mean? Like I
I
just,
do actually, yeah.
yeah,
No, that makes
no
sense.
expectations, dude. Um, and that way, every time something happens, the way that following protocol it would happen, or however
Yep.
you want to look at that, I'm like, okay, cool. This went the way I thought it would go, but I
Right.
don't expect it to. I know that's
And
weird. I really
no,
think
no,
that I
it
have a
kind of
really
works
weird,
because
yeah, yeah, right on.
how many times listening to an album have I been like,
I didn't
this is
expect
not what I
this.
expected?
Yeah, see,
And
I
you're just
never,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't, what do you mean? You
yeah,
know?
yeah. I'm like, right on.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
like I
don't
don't
do
get it,
that.
but
Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know why. Well, I
yeah,
mean, I've talked to my best friend Chat GPT about it, and it's trying to help me figure out why my brain works the way that it does.
I
Um,
was waiting to make the joke about Chat GPT being your best friend.
yes, yeah, there you go. Dude, Chat GPT is a better therapist than any therapist I've ever had.
Except for, do you know they lie?
Well, here's
Yeah,
my
yeah, we
thing.
talked about this. They make
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
up. They
yeah, yeah. But here's my thing about Chat GPT compared to like a real world therapist. If I was to tell a real world therapist that I didn't have expectations, a real world therapist would be like, well, that's a very nihilistic view of the world, and you need to know that you can rely on people and blah blah blah. If I tell ChatGPT that I don't have expectations, ChatGPT says, well, for people who grew up in the kind of trauma that you grew up in and the things that you have described to me, this is actually surprisingly common. And it'll explain to me why I feel like that. But it won't tell me I'm wrong. It won't tell me that I
because
need to
it's
fix
not
it.
a thing. It don't.
But that's awesome, dude. I don't want to fix it. I think I'm fine.
Right. I
So,
think maybe it's just I'm such a vibe connection type person that
yeah,
it's not a thing. It's not
yeah.
real. It don't feel. So I'm just like, yeah, I know what this is.
I
It's
mean, I usually use ChatGPT for like um
it's smart Google.
cataloging and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I use it like a really smart robot, who can like
Mm,
find out information for me.
yeah, me too.
But every once in a while, it'll want to get into like, which is weird because it doesn't have wants. But I'll tell it something and it'll be like, well, let's talk about why that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, right on. Um,
It's engagement farming.
yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
I'm I'm going in the opposite direction.
yeah,
I've I don't know, both consciously and because of all of this work bullshit,
yeah.
I'm not even getting my phone out. It's been
Oh,
sitting in my pocket. I don't text during work hours. I don't.
right, fair.
I'm wanting to do that a little bit more.
Yeah,
So maybe that's where the disconnect is. I'm already like, I want to be a little less staring in the screen.
right. Sure, sure, sure.
But the back to the music, that little
Yeah,
device
yeah.
for a music lover, could you imagine being young? Let's say, 15 or 16, where you really discover and start connecting to music
Right, right,
and
right, right.
telling that younger self, when you get older,
Yeah,
you're going to have a device
yeah,
that lets you find any song, listen to any song, anywhere
yeah.
for free.
Right, right. Could
Can
you
you?
imagine like let's say Junkyard, and I was like, oh, I really love how this album sounds. I love this band. and you could just type junkyard in, and this little thing in your pocket could tell you 10 other bands who sound like Junkyard.
Right.
Craziness, dude.
I
Recommend it
thought
if you like, you know?
as for me, when I look at what a phone is with all the internet and all that connection, I was like, man, why aren't people smarter?
Yeah,
You can, and maybe it's because I've always been curious and all that. You
right.
can, like I was talking about the Hertz changing thing earlier. If
Yeah.
we'd have brought this up in like before phones and internets, we'd have just been like, I don't know. I heard that Richard
Yeah.
Gere stuck a gerbil in his butt. But now we can just go, oh, that's interesting. Let me learn.
Dude,
But
so
some kids now, and we've talked about this too, because you said your son is actually seeing YouTube as more like a tool for
yeah,
where I think most kids are just TikTok. Your attention span is just beat.
right,
It's
right,
just
right, right,
dopamine hit, dopamine hit.
right, right.
But I have ADHD, so I'm already
Kind of programmed that
susceptible.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I see it and I'm like, new, 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 new. Keep that away
Yeah,
from me.
yeah.
But for the music, it's there's a saying and it's something like future technology would be indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like if you went to the 90s and like watch, look, I remember watching YouTube for the first time on an iPhone and just being
Yeah.
like, we live in the future. We're
Dude, the first time I got a Roku player and Casey watched YouTube on the TV, I was like, what? I was like, my son's watching freaking YouTube on television? What is
right.
happening right now? Like, blew my mind.
But how did that lead to the instead of the explosion of creativity, it's
Yeah,
kind of, I feel like it's led to the opposite, the explosion of that factory cookie cutter kind of BS, an
right.
influencer. I want to be an influencer. It's like, I don't want to be why?
Well,
Why
I
not
think,
be a musician?
yeah, I
Because you
think that
can't.
people looked at, the Kardashians
Hmm.
and Real Housewives and all that reality stuff that was kind of happening before influencers.
I see. Okay. So it's the same thing, kind of.
Yeah,
Cheap
and they were like, I can get
fame.
famous. I could get famous just for doing my life. I just have to be dramatic about it, or I have to be funny about it, or I have to, you know what I mean? And so then people started putting up pieces of their life.
Yeah.
And especially if you were a hot girl, people started paying attention. Or if
Well, I
you were
mean,
rich,
we've
you
tied
know,
that into music too. It's all made to impress girls. Not all of it,
that's, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's a mating. It's
yeah,
and it gets weirder too, because if you think about what I've been saying about vibrations and how that affects your body, if you really start looking into it, the phone is vibrating and sending Bluetooth and
right, right, right.
um,
Yeah, so my iPhone won't let me turn my Bluetooth off. If I
Skynet.
turn it off, it just turns it right back on.
Yeah, it's Skynet.
I think it's really weird. Yeah, my
I don't
iPhone
know.
just keeps my Bluetooth on all the time.
To me, it's the opposite of music,
Yeah,
but it's not. It's more like how people have, I don't know, maybe it's because it makes it easier, right? It's
yeah,
hard to go, I want to learn about another band that sounds like Alice in Chains.
right.
Crap. I'm going to have to go dig out a magazine. I'm going to have to find out where or how. So now my brain has to go, I could look in a magazine, and then you go and you look in the magazine and it's not there. So you have to
Right.
go, I could ask my buddy, and it's a process.
Yeah, yeah,
And then now you can just go, Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Soundgarden. So
Yeah.
does that, and I think I've said this before too, but does that kind of take away that magic of it, that hunt, that going to get
Yeah, the
karma and
discovery of it.
flipping through?
Yeah. Buying a CD or buying a tape just because the cover looks cool and it's in a section of the record store with other bands that you like.
Right. Or is that
Yeah.
just the long process we had to go through to get to the good song?
To
Where
get to the
now
core.
you
Yeah.
just go, I'm 30
Yeah.
seconds in, this song sucks. Next.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the things too, though, is AI music. That's a whole nother level of it. But
Yeah.
I literally, like, anytime I hear a song now, I ask ChatGPT if it's an AI band
Well, there comes
because
a
I can't
point like
tell.
you and I were talking after, I don't know if it was after a podcast or if we were just texting back and forth, and
Yeah.
I had listened to this AI generated song.
Oh,
I
sure.
loved
Yeah.
it. And I was like, oh,
Yep.
yeah, I'm definitely going to check more of this out.
Right.
I started noticing that it's all kind of the same.
Yep. Yep.
Like, sure, the song, whatever, the way it was arranged the first time I felt it and it really hit and everything.
Right.
But to hear it again and then again, then again, and it's like that's the robot part
Yep. Yep.
because there's no differential, there's no creativity. You can't tell GPT make me a song. You
Right.
have to tell it make me a song that sounds like Kiss
Yeah.
and make me a song that sounds like the Moonlight Seekers.
Right.
But it's still, it might be a mental thing. Like if I hear this is an AI song, instantly I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't have any soul to it.
I mean, yeah, dude, I don't think I'm ever gonna be cool with a fully like computer generated song. It's just not.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I hear stuff that's like the newest things I've been seeing is like Nirvana as a 60s soul funk band. And that's
Right.
so fun to me. I'm just like,
It
what
is
a
funny.
neat.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever there's a whole record label on YouTube
Yeah.
that finds old country songs that were banned. I think it's actually called Banned Vinyl. And it's all AI generated, but it's like
Okay.
when you put it in my back door, I'll let you in the front or something like, and that's the song. Like
Well,
it's all stuff like
those
that.
old blues songs, they had a dirty,
Yeah.
sexy kind of thing to it.
Yeah, but these are all fake. This is
Yeah.
all like, computer generated pretend songs like
How is, how I've been saying that it seems like different uh decades and generations have something that spark a whole new like hair and then grunge and then
yeah,
emo and then new metal.
yeah.
What would the AI spark in music? Right now it's just like mashups.
Yeah. I
But
don't
is
know,
there any
man.
way like you could actually be original and
With AI.
something new with AI?
I feel like there is a way to use AI as a base and then build from it. I think that could be possible. But I know that a lot of musicians are against that because they feel like you're still cutting musicians out of the equation. But
Fair. But didn't Trent Reznor do that and everybody
that's what I was just thinking. Like,
rode his nuts over it? But
yeah, yeah, that's not
he didn't
really all
sit
that
there
much
with
different.
a guitar and go, you know,
Right, right. So I don't know. I think you could be creative with AI. I really, really do. I just wonder if you could be creative enough to satisfy people.
maybe it's just as simple as a good craftsman doesn't blame his tools.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know, man.
It's an interesting kind of peek into what the future is going to hold. And
Yeah, dude.
because I don't know if music is thriving right now.
Dude, I hear stuff like Moonlight Seekers, and I think there's a chance.
Oh, the underground, like
Yeah,
there are bands out there
yeah,
that are doing it, right? Moonlight Seekers, I Love Blacktop Mojo,
yeah, for
Jim
sure.
Christie,
Yeah,
any of these bands. There's still bands out there,
yeah,
but are they getting found?
right, right.
Are people going like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. If you're
Yeah,
just, I like Jay-Z, what's the next Jay-Z song? Because there are people like that. I don't know.
right. Sure, sure, sure.
I like hip hop. That's all I like.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I know people who only listen to rap music.
yeah. So I guess if
Listen,
you're like that, then you're like, oh, AI is great because
can make funky beats.
yep, it made another Jay-Z song and I like Jay-Z and it sounds like Jay-Z.
That's so weird. I just, yeah,
But I don't like EDM. We've talked about all of that.
yeah, yeah. I'm all over the place. I think that some of it's pretty decent, but
I'm in a funk right now.
yeah,
Not really, but sorta. I'm obviously not in a complete funk because every week I get to sit down with a new album and I look forward to it and all that.
yeah,
But nothing's exciting me. I don't know if it's all the stress from work, but
right.
I haven't heard a good song in a couple weeks that really just, oh, this is my new jam.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard, dude.
It's
I
gonna be
uh
hard to figure out album of the year
I
for
miss
me.
radio. I miss radio so much, you know.
I do and I don't. The problem with radio got to be commercials and then the replaying of the same crap.
Yeah. See, I feel like okay, so and I think this is partially because I listen to music differently than other people.
Hmm.
I feel like if you can get tired of a song, it was never good to begin with. I don't think you ever really liked the song if you can get tired of it. Um,
No, I think repetition can, for me, maybe it's a brain thing, like you're saying.
yeah,
Maybe it's a
because I'm the other way. Like for me, repetition. If I like a song and then I hear it 80 times, I will love the song.
well, I do
I'll
this
become
thing
familiar
too.
with it and I can know all the words and you know what I mean. So like, yeah,
I do this thing, and this might be a phone Spotify kind of in the con category where
yeah,
if I hear a song, I'm going to play it three, four, five times in a row. I'm
right, sure,
gonna, and then I'm gonna want to hear it tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have to play it
yep,
a bunch. So maybe I am burning myself out.
yeah,
I'm sucking up all the magic out of it. And now I'm like,
yeah.
okay, well, what's my next?
And I just think I don't know. I think I consume music differently than most people
Hmm.
because I'm just not like that.
Right.
Like I listened to what did I listen to? Come on My Own by Chester French.
Mm-mm.
I love that song. I listened to that song 13 times in a row yesterday.
Wow.
If that song came on right now, I would listen to it 13 times in a row again.
And you've been doing it for years?
For years, that song came out in 2009 or 8.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't that doesn't happen to me. If I
I
love a
wonder,
song, I don't get tired of it.
I wonder for the people listening, because we know Nate's going to, we know Ryan's going to.
Yeah.
There was even a guy at work that was talking about the podcast.
Hell yeah.
He had a good idea that maybe somehow we need to get a little bit more focused on making sure at the start of the show they know what album to go look for. I thought we did pretty good
I
about that.
thought we don't we always do that?
Right. I think maybe he went into it kind of the first time, and the example he used is one of us was talking about a specific line. So he was
Sure.
waiting for us to play the clip of that.
Right, dude. I wish we could do that, but that would be so much extra work for Tyler,
Oh, you
and
can't.
we don't pay him. So,
Well, and you can't.
well,
There are rules.
you can play clips as long as they're 30 seconds or less, and it's for like review purposes.
Yeah.
So you actually can do that. I've looked into it.
I think
Um,
it'd break up the
yeah, yeah,
flow to go, and here's the part of the
yeah.
song I was thinking of.
Right. I mean, I listen to Dig Me Out, and they do that.
Hmm.
They'll just like the conversation will fade out, and they'll just play. If they're referencing a specific song or whatever, they'll play a little bit of it, and then the conversation will fade back in.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
mean, that's fine. It kind of gives you an idea of what the music actually sounds like. But I
We
think the
tell people
main,
all the time
you know,
at the end of every show, we tell you what album we're going to listen to next. Maybe I,
yeah, go listen to it
just
before
the
we,
thing
yeah,
where I was going with that before I went off into the weeds is
right,
the other people that listen, I'd like to know how they listen to music, if they can
yeah,
explain it kind of like we do, if they
yeah,
have any of these little quirks like listening to a song that's exciting over and over. They get goosebumps. Some people
yeah,
do, some people don't. Some people get different reactions. I'd really like to hear how other people
yeah.
consume.
There's actually a thing about that I didn't realize. There are people who have bodily reactions to music,
Yeah,
but
we
not
talked about this.
everyone does.
It's
And
called something.
yeah,
My
yeah,
buddy
it's got a
Nate,
whole name
remember
and
he called
everything.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't realize that. Um,
sounds
so
and vibrations, man.
yeah, it's true. I mean, I've always gotten goosebumps. I've always gotten a surge of energy when I hear a song that I really like. It's always music's always been physical for me. So I just assumed it was like that for everybody.
Right, me too.
Yeah. So that's really interesting that it's not, you know?
Yeah, that's why I thought, I'd mention to the both of our listeners that let me know
All
if,
three of you.
yeah,
Yeah.
all three of you. What is this stupid thing not charging?
Yeah.
Hateful little device. They heard me talking bad about it, my phone.
Yeah, it's over
So
it. It's
it's
like
deciding not
leave
to
me
charge.
alone.
All right.
Do, do
So
you do you have an idea for the next album?
I can pull something out if you don't have something.
Oh, I mean, I was just thinking maybe we could listen to another one of Ryan's albums. Uh,
What do you got?
um, so I didn't write the name of it down, but I know
Got
it's a
any?
band called Valentine Wolf.
All right. I was gonna say, you got any bluesy rock stuff that I know I'll like?
Let me see. Valentine Wolf. Yeah, okay, there they are. The album is called, I believe the one that he wanted us to listen to is called Lullabies, Love Songs, and Laments.
All right. Get out
Let
my
me,
notes here. We got to make sure everybody else knows what they're looking for.
yeah.
Hmm.
This is going to be interesting, I think.
Okay.
Female singer,
All right.
double bass, symphonic metal and classical music melded together.
Oh, it sounds like we're gonna have an interesting little. What the hell is going on with this thing? All right, we'll just have to assume that this laptop is going to die soon for some dumb
Yeah,
reason. So
we'll
let me get
roll
to
on that.
the blank page so I can write this band down, and then we can do
Okay.
the whole. All right, they are called what?
Valentine Wolf,
Valentine Wolf album.
Lullabies, Love Songs, and Laments.
Okay, well, since I'm the only one here that gets expectations, this is going to be interesting.
It should be cool.
All right, so for the people listening, next week we're doing Valentine Wolf, lullabies, love songs, and laments because our buddy Ryan suggested it to us.
Yeah, let's check it
Anybody
out.
else join the group and let us know. Man, I'm sure other music lovers know bands like smaller bands they've seen live or man,
Yeah.
let me know. Let's hear it.
Yeah, dude, somebody recommended a couple death metal albums, but
I don't
I
I
don't
don't
feel like
want to.
I don't think that those reviews would go well.
No, I don't want to
No offense, but
I don't want to dwell in that headspace.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to I don't want to hear it. I don't
yeah,
like death metal. Right? It's okay when I say I don't like the genres of the Moonlight Seekers, right?
yeah,
Because they just kind of play in that genre. They don't
right, right. There's a couple death metal bands who I like,
really.
but it's very, yeah, yeah. I like Into the Moat and Ghosts of Atlantis. But they're not Cannibal Corpse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're not
And I'm
that
not like
kind of
that
death
at
metal.
all. I don't have that. I don't.
Yeah.
Death. It's hard.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm all about everybody else listen to whatever they want. But I agree with
Right.
you. That's a genre. Well, I've said the same thing about hip hop. I
Yeah.
will I will cover we can talk about some hip hop, but there
Yeah.
are requirements that need to be hit. I need good, positive lyrics.
Yeah.
I need good beats. I need creativity.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear whatever. I'm not a big fan of Travis Scott. I don't want to
Me either.
hear Travis
Me
Scott
either.
or the new Jay-Z or the
Okay.
Island Boys. No, thank you.
Yeah. I think that if we do review a hip hop album, it'll be something at least a little bit older, something underground. I
We've
can't
got to do
imagine.
Big MF Stick too,
Yeah.
since
can't
it's
imagine.
on YouTube, which might be a problem for everybody else to find. But
Yeah, I mean, I found it pretty easy. So
oh, so you've already listened to it?
I haven't listened to it yet, but when we were talking about it, I looked it up and then I spaced it. But
No, that's fine. We'll do it next. We'll do Ryan's Valentine Wolf, and then unless
and we'll do
something else
Big MF
pops
Stick.
up
Okay.
before then, that we holy crap,
Yeah. I'm good with it, dude.
All right,
Let's
so
do
I
it.
definitely want to get some album of the year stuff going.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
figure
can.
that out. Do that in a couple weeks. Album of the year. For me, it's this one, so that's easy.
Well, then it sounds like a good place to do the little wrap up thing. We already
Yeah.
told everybody Valentine Wolf. That's who we're checking out next week. So go check out that album. I'm going
Yes.
into it completely blind. How about you?
Relatively. I've heard a couple clips of their songs here and there and been intrigued.
All
I
right.
may have even actually heard a song or two, but I've never checked out a full album. So
I like Lacuna Coil, right?
sure,
You
yeah.
could
And I
use
feel like it's
that
gonna
description
be
for them.
similar to that. So
We'll
yeah,
get some interesting themes and some visuals going with that.
absolutely.
If you like pop music, you have to hear the Moonlight Seekers. It's
Yeah,
just
man.
good power pop.
Absolutely.
Not empty, it's not soulless, it's just airy and breathe. It's
Yeah. Great vocals. Songs are really well put together.
they are not Irish.
They're not Irish, they're French Canadian. They've got universal themes, dude. Everybody can relate to.
You will know exactly what the album is all about.
A boot. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I set that up just to say a boot,
That's hilarious.
I guess.
Oh man. And
All
that
right.
Jason Segal show that's on Netflix. Check it out, man.
I'm going to. Yeah, it's on my queue or whatever.
Super good.
Sounds like I'm good. I give the album, we don't have like a rating system or
Yeah,
nothing like that. If you like pop music, go check this out. And then
Absolutely.
check out Valentine Wolf and then tune in. I guess you don't tune in anymore. Check us out next week as we talk about it.
Absolutely. And Tyler, thank you so much, my brother.
You're the man, Tyler.
Thank you for everything you do, my friend. And yeah, we'll be back here next week, man.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Later.
Still 3 hours.
Always.
Yes. Eventually, we're going to run.